go. That's better. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Dalek451, the new Dalek Emperor. How are you all doing tonight? And well, this is the first. I think this is the first stream in a while I've done like this. Because if anyone's been keeping up with my channel, the last several streams I've done were all me playing. Playing Inscription. Actually recently, at the last one, I officially completed the game, or at least I completed the main game. And if anyone's been interested, I would recommend you go and head over to my games playlist. You'll find all the Inscription streams there. If you want to see what that's about, please go and check that out. I would very much appreciate it if you did. But anyway, I was just over on a little while ago. I was just over on Potato Revan's channel talking about Harry Potter, and well, I didn't feel like ending. I didn't feel like stopping streaming just yet. So, and I don't think anyone else is doing well, except for one particular big channel I think is still live right now. But I didn't feel like stopping just yet. So, and I felt like if anyone felt like it might give people a little place to come and hang out for a little while. So here we are. But it feels like forever since I last did just a regular live stream like this. Got our first guest in the chat. Hello to Edge of Time. Good to see you. And he's giving me a wave. Well, thank you. How you doing, Edge of Time? So I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure how long the stream is gonna go for. Maybe, I don't know, probably an hour, maybe a little longer. We'll see. So yeah, like I was saying, I was just over on Potato Revan's channel talking about Harry Potter, and frankly, I don't think I quite got to say everything I wanted to. For example, I wanted to go into basically all my gripes and hang-ups with the Goblet of Fire film, which there's a lot of things wrong with that film. A lot of things wrong with it, and a lot of things that should have been in the film, which were entirely left out. So the story didn't go the way it was supposed to. And hello to BK Dan. Great to see you. Thanks for coming in. It says he took time has had a good day. Well, that's good to hear at Edge of Time. So anyway, as I was saying, give me about Oh, give me about 6 minutes, Dalek. I'll be able to hop on that. Oh, good. That's good. I'll look for, good. Good to look forward to that, Dan. Thanks very much. Wonder if Moises will join us. Because no, I did the usual thing. I put the stream, put the link, shared the stream out on my on in my Discord server. So hopefully, so he might pop in. I'm not sure. And I just I just checked my channel and my YouTube channel, and apparently this is like this. I've now done 101 videos. Oh, got our first guest here, and hello. Say everyone say hello to the lovely Tiger. Hi, Tiger Stripes.
Hey, hey there, Dalek. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you just
That's
fine.
cool. Yeah, new mic.
Oh, new mic.
Yeah, trying to figure it out.
Well, it's definitely you definitely sound a bit more.
It's
Is a bit definitely a bit
different.
more.
Different.
It's a bit different.
That
Definitely a bit different
works.
than I used to sound.
Yes. No. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. It's like a big honking mic, and it's supposed to be superior, and I don't know. I'm all flustered. We've had a week. We just got our power back on tonight. It's been out for over 65 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was bad. It was real bad. Today I'd just gone out to buy more candles and ice to stick in the fridge and the freezer. So, but I'm happy I don't need it. Yay!
Well, that's definitely good.
Yeah, great indoors. Can't be beat.
Nope. I agree. 100% agree on that. I'd like to get out. I'd like to get out more, but um, going out and going places, it's exhausting.
It is. It is.
So, hey, got our second guest here. Hello, hey, BK Dan.
How you doing?
Hello.
Able, yeah. 65 hours, huh? No power?
Yeah, 65 hours. Yeah. The power was out 2 years ago in 2021. And it was out for, I feel, over 3 days that time, the full 72 hours. But I could be wrong. But it's kind of a similar time span. Kind of odd. Makes you go, huh? Makes you feel like you're turning it off. But it could have been failure. We had an ice storm, and a lot of the trees broke hard.
Stop the power lines, yeah.
And yeah, and it was quite a sound. Both hearing the ice tinkling in the trees, you know, when all of the limbs are frosted and the icicles are hanging, and then they make the sound, which is really kind of dry and eerie. And then, of course, when the trees themselves are breaking, it's almost like an explosion. It's just the sharpest crack, and they're down everywhere. So.
I do like the avatar.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.
Yes, this is depending on what era she is in, either called Kitty or Cleo or God, what was the
I know
last
her as
name?
Kitty. I know her as Kitty.
Yeah, Kitty or Cleo, or the current name is Pussyfoot.
Really?
Yes, yeah, I'm not making that up.
No,
I think
what?
my
Really?
favorite. Yes, absolutely. My favorite name is Cleo because, of course, the bulldog that just adores her,
Mm-hmm.
just adores her, is named Mark Antony, and so that
Yep.
kind of works for
Oh,
me.
is
That
this?
does work, yeah.
Yes,
Oh, is this the little kitten that Mark
yes,
Antony? Oh,
yes. The one he's always trying to protect, and he's neurotic and terrified that she's going to be injured, and it's really
yeah.
adorable.
I
But
thought
she's
it
had a
was.
variety of names.
I thought it was the.
So,
I almost
so-
thought it was. I
Sorry,
mean,
go.
look, first look at her. I thought it was the cat that Pepe Le Pew was always chasing.
It's easy to confuse them.
This one has bigger dimples.
Yes. She's a
So-
kitten.
So
And-
since this is Dalek's channel, I have to ask, Dalek,
Mhm.
what in the hell possesses you to be up at this hour? Seriously. It is what, 5:30?
Yes, it's so almost
What?
5:30 in the morning here.
What in the hell possesses you to be up at this hour? Seriously. I've only seen you up at this hour one other time, and that was a family emergency. But I've only seen you up at 1 hour, one time. This kind of hour. Seriously, what in the hell?
Then you don't know me well enough.
Oh, that's why I said seen you up at this hour. Not that you've been up this hour, but seen you up at this hour. Yep. Oh.
Well, you can kind of blame, you can partially blame
Potato.
Potato Revan, yeah, and because no way I was gonna miss out on a discussion on Harry Potter. No.
I caught some of that. Remember?
Yeah.
Are they talking about the new game?
No,
they did for a little bit mention it.
They did mention. I think we did mention. They did mention the game near the end, but
yeah.
But for the most part, we were talking about
the books and movies.
We were talking about Harry Potter as a whole, the books and movies. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, I remember, Doc, I was the one who said in the chat that I was way too old to be in line at midnight for the releases, but I was there.
I went to a couple of the midnight book release parties. I went to one dressed as a witch.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
What house? What house?
And it was fun seeing all the kids so excited about a book for a change.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
or rather, it was.
I mean, I was super. I mean, every time one of the new book, one of the latest Harry Potter book came out, I was super excited. I had to go and buy it straight away.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I've only seen that kind of fandom in, let me see, two other fandoms. I've only seen that level of enthusiasm. Halo, Star Wars.
Halo and Star Wars.
Yep. The only other two fandoms I've seen that level of enthusiasm with. The Harry Potter series, Halo, Star Wars. Been to a couple of midnight releases for Star Wars, and the midnight release of Halo 2.
Right. Well, I guess that shows like when it first came out. That shows how huge Harry Potter was.
Oh God, yes.
Especially. I mean, it's still big today, but it's not. But but back then, woof, it was enormous.
Okay, so I wasn't in the stream, so I couldn't tell my short story about reading Harry Potter. I think it was Half-Blood Prince. Harry kisses Ginny.
Oh yeah.
I was reading that in the diner. It was 2:00 in the morning. I just got to that seat and started to scream, "Yes!" You want to talk about the looks of stares? You want to talk about the looks of stares I got? I got some serious looks of stares with that one.
Yeah, well, that
was Harry's, I would almost say, favorite moment. Forgive the term, but the taste of true love.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I guess so. I mean, I wasn't too.
I was big about that relationship. I really
was. I was kind of proud of Harry when he kissed Cho Chang.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the first kiss. First kisses are kind of a deal. Mm-hmm. And then they were in the room of requirement, which was sort of giving the mistletoe, which was required.
Yeah, I saw that.
Just the best. Just your Christmas and a first kiss. That was really just brilliant.
It was. It really was. She was the one who was all about Twilight Boy. I mean, Cedric, right?
Also, no, she would have gone to the ball with Harry, but Cedric asked her first. Ain't that the way?
Twilight Boy got there first.
Yeah, that's true. Cedric asked her first, and after Cedric died, well, let's face it, Harry was basically the rebound after
yeah, that. There was a bit of a rebound, but not an immediate rebound, so it wasn't too horrible.
He did help her out a little bit through it,
but it was bad. But it was really bad how things went between the two.
She was crying while he was kissing her. Yeah, that's never good.
Yeah, she's crying, but it might be a little problem now.
She's kissing Harry, but she's thinking of Cedric. Yeah.
Well, Cedric was a great guy. He really was.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was nothing. Yeah, Cedric there was nothing wrong with Cedric.
Cedric was spectacular. He was a super guy. People sometimes, when I catch them dissing Hufflepuff, I always like to lean forward and say, Diggory was a Hufflepuff.
He was. Yeah,
he was.
I forgot that. Thank you.
Yes, I'll tell you this. When I first read Goblet of Fire, or in my case, first listened to Goblet of Fire, because when I was a kid, I didn't necessarily read all the books, not at first.
That's some serious reading.
Because what I actually did was actually I don't know if I still have them, but we actually had I had these audio readings of the books by Stephen Fry.
Oh, okay. Stephen Fry, how interesting. The person that I hear really touted is Jim Dale, but I haven't heard either of them. And I do love Stephen Fry.
That's just it. To me, Stephen Fry was the voice of Harry Potter. And then when I first listened, I was first properly listening. Yeah, I think that's how I first heard the story of Goblet of Fire. I was listening to it on audio tape, which was, that tells you how long ago that was.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I found it was a major shock when at the end of the maze, when Harry and Cedric, they took they grabbed hold of the the Triwizard Cup, and they ended up
they
in the
took it
graveyard.
together.
And
Yep.
they ended up in the graveyard, and then suddenly, and then not long, then just a few moments later, and then suddenly, boom! Harry collapses from the pain in his head, and then when he can see again, Cedric's dead, just like that, just dead.
Mm-hmm.
That was a huge shock.
That was beautifully written. Yes, it was.
I had started the Harry Potter series in 2003. It was like February or March of 2003. A woman that owned a used bookstore in my hometown had recommended it to me. And she said, "You like Dungeons and Dragons? You will love this book." And Rita was right. I still love that series to this day. I had read Harry Potter, Chamber of Secrets, and Prisoner, all before Goblet of Fire came out. I read them back to back to back. It was right before Goblet came out, and I read the first three in like 4 weeks. I just mass consumed them because that's the ultimate binge, seriously, for me. 4 weeks, three good sized books, you know. And that was my taste of Harry Potter. All before the first movie. I just got totally up my eyeballs immersed.
I've still got all my copies of all 7 books after all this time.
Oh yeah.
I don't. I've moved so many times. I've lost so much in my moves, and
I loved all. And I had to have and as soon as I was obsessed with Harry Potter back then. I had to get each of the books when they first came out. I had to go and see each of the films when they I had to see in the cinema, and then once the DVDs for each of those films came out, I had to get those. So even despite I still love Harry Potter, but my opinions on quite a few things about it have changed over the years. Like especially my opinions on the films, because really looking back on them now, it just fully hits me. Wow, they messed up a lot in the films.
Well, you have to give them some leeway. There's only so much they can portray in 2 hours.
I concur. I thought they did a really good job with the films. The casting was just impeccable. Everybody's wonderful in it.
And the kids were spot freaking on. Seriously.
I've heard them criticized. I think they were doing an excellent job for children. Excellent.
Yes.
Radcliffe had already played David Copperfield. That's sort of the epitome of the British character. And Harry is very much that character in his own way. So I thought they were great. I love them. Edge of Time is saying he never got past, and he's calling it the choosing hat. Oh, Edge of Time. It really rubbed me the wrong way. Well, read your comments. It's kind of funny. Yes.
My favorite quote of the day is Superman is a flying plot hole in a cave begging for a hall pass. And then he said, I never got past the choosing hat. It really rubbed me the wrong way. Sorting hat.
It sorts. Yes. But you can ask to be placed in a house, and the sorting hat will take your request under advisement. Lemon pie.
And hello to
Lemon pie.
Hello to
Lemon pie should get in here. Get Lemon Pie in here.
Hop up here. Damn it. hop up here.
Yeah.
Links
yes,
in the chat.
yes, I think I like the Sorting Hat. It's nice and creepy too.
Oh yeah.
The thought of that
It
thing on
does
your
have a-
head, making a decision that's really going to impact your next how many years?
7 years,
Yes,
So,
your
yeah.
next 7 years.
or basically impact the rest of your life. You could say.
It could be, yes, certainly could. Certainly could.
Yeah.
But yes, like you said, you can ask the Sorting Hat to
Yes.
put me in this house or put me in that
Mhm.
house, but ultimately the Sorting Hat will put you in the house it thinks you truly
It
belong
wanted
in.
to put Harry into Slytherin, and he
It
did, and
did. There was a lot.
just
Yeah,
he
it saw a lot of.
he barely knew what he was doing. Poor Harry.
He saw a lot of. He saw the potential. It saw the potential for Harry.
Well, I mean,
Harry,
this is total spoiler for anybody who hasn't seen or read, but
Oh, seriously, how
the
20
Sorting
years,
Hat
20-something years.
recognized the Voldemort in Harry.
I guess that's one
Oh,
way
yeah.
of putting it. Yeah.
You would do great in Slytherin.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. From there on, the hat was tempting Harry.
So
You would do great in Slytherin. You would go far.
Yeah. You could be great, and Slytherin could help you on the way to greatness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, well, Lemon Pie says, I've never taken panel form. You could do great on panel, Lemon Pie. You could be brilliant. It's all there in your head.
Yeah, and I've got another
You're
lovely
getting
guest.
sleepy now. You're getting sleepy now.
We got another lovely guest in the chat. The lovely Sherry. Hi, Sherry.
Oh, the lovely Sherry.
Lovely Sherry. Hello. Yes. I mean, Dalek's so wonderful that way. He'll let people in. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Dalek.
Yeah.
It really
Come
is,
on in,
Dalek.
folks. I mean, I'm not the host of this place, but why not?
Yeah.
I like doing these open panel. That's like it's put so
You will come in now. Do the Jedi mind trick.
It's not bad.
Yeah, thank you.
This Lemon Pie says I'm like Sora and I'm working on taking physical form.
Are you just a giant lemon on the top of a tower?
Yeah. I like that tiger. Giant lemon on top of the tower. Oh, thank you. I have that image in my mind now. Thank you, Tiger Fan. Oh.
What was I talking about? We were talking about the whole thing with the Sorting
Harry
Hat.
Potter, and
Yes.
Sorting Hat, and just all of it.
Yeah,
we're talking about the Sorting Hat. Unless, of course, you read your time, in which case, choosing hat.
No.
But we were talking about that. It's a Sorting Hat. Thank you.
but I know. Apparently, I mean, there was this whole thing during the second. There was this whole thing during the second book. Like, it's like I was like, should Harry have been questioning like should Harry have been in Harry's questions are should he have been in Slytherin instead of Gryffindor, and he even has this moment with the Sorting Hat where the book reminds him I could have. You could have been great in Slytherin, and then it takes and it's not until the end of the book that Harry, when he pulls the sword out of the hat and slays the basilisk with it, and then in Dumbledore's to point out, look at the sword, Harry, and and then it says on the blade, Godric Gryffindor, and it's like only a true Gryffindor could have pulled that from the hat.
Only a true Gryffindor in true need could have produced the sword.
It's the same thing with with Neville.
Oh God,
Long
yes.
bottom.
Neville
Oh,
Longbottom, yeah.
yes. I love the scene in the movie. It just focuses on him. All the other sounds are quiet. It's slow-mo. Yeah. That was perfectly done.
Yeah. I mean,
That scene was perfectly done.
he may not have. I mean, he may not have seemed like it if he may have seemed like the worst person to be in Gryffindor at first, but you know, but the Sorting Hat made the right choice putting him there. Made the right choice putting him there because it saw who Neville was at his core, and he grew into that near the end of the series.
Oh yeah, he did.
So his true inner Gryffindor came out in the end.
Deathly Hallows. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a meme out there of the 4 actors together as adults. So it's Radcliffe and I'm blanking on their name, but you know, Ron and Draco, and then the actor playing Neville, and then the caption says, "That awkward moment when Neville becomes the hottest." It's just,
What?
oh yeah, Neville's super hot now.
Oh.
That kid grew up good.
Have you found it?
Right.
The meme? Tiger Stripes, have you found that meme?
Oh, I posted it before, like on my Facebook. It's
I was going to say, are you on Twitter?
Well, let me see if I can. I might be able to, if I can find it just real quick while we're jawing. I might be able to share it, and then Dalek could put it up.
I'm sure I've got something to share with us, Tiger Stripes.
I'll see what I can find. Let me see if I can find it. It should be super easy to find. It's a very popular meme.
Hey, Tiger Stripes. There is my Twitter handle. I'll go put it in private as well.
Oh no, don't worry. I mean, I think I can.
You can send it to me. I want to send it to people. Okay.
You can probably find it yourself too, but let me see what I can do. Here it is. Okay, so let me save this. It's not the clearest copy, but it will do.
Okay.
Cut. Save. Let's open this bad boy, and then I'm going to give it a quick look. Oh, there they go. They're opening. Okay. That's good. All right, let's see. And present. Here we go. Share screen. There you go.
Let's see what we got.
Yeah, it's all right. Come on. So true. It's just that kid grew up good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he did.
Sometimes it happens.
I mean, just how tall he is. God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Baby face. I mean, just look at him there, and then look at remember the short baby face kid he was when he first started playing Neville.
Gangly, I think, is a good word for that poor kid.
Yeah.
And okay, that's obviously
Okay,
that's obviously
okay,
him.
okay,
Rupert,
okay.
there's Rupert and who's the other
Yeah.
who's the other guy on the right?
That's
Draco.
Tom. Draco.
That's Tom. Oh, that's the
Elton.
guy. That's the guy who played Draco, right?
Yeah.
Of course it is. He looks oh god, he looks so different without his trademark white hair.
Well,
Yes. Yes, he is.
you do know that he was forbidden to like get real quote unquote real sunlight to maintain that look on his face of the pale look and everything. Yeah, that's why he looks so pale.
He's I didn't know that because you know,
Yep.
I know. He always looked very, well, very pale skinned
Yep.
in the films.
Yep. And that's why. Well, guess what? 44 hours now. I've been up.
44 hours.
Wow.
Yes.
Heck.
I don't dare go to sleep because I gotta be awake in 11 hours. I don't dare go to sleep. Otherwise, I will definitely not be up in time. Oh,
Yeah, you definitely. Yeah, I agree with Sherry. You need to rest. It's bad for your health.
Yeah. At some point, one starts to hallucinate. It's. I don't think
tonight's
it's good for you.
Tonight's Insanity brought to you by Mountain Dew. Tonight's Insanity. I mean, Insomnia.
Take care of your brain.
Well, 24 hours ago, I was in the hospital.
What?
Dental issues.
Oh.
And that resulted in antibiotics and pain meds because I have a good infection going on in my lower right mouth. Lower right of my mouth.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I've got 3 teeth that are lifting up and it's getting infected underneath an abscess.
Yikes.
Yeah. So, antibiotics and pain meds. Yeah. I got 3 doses of each of me right now, and the pain has seriously diminished. I'm sure a lot of that is a pain med right now. There's not enough time for the antibiotic to get to work yet, but I'm sure that's pain med talking. But yeah, it's severely diminished. You can't see it. You can't see it in my video here, but behind me is my oxygen machine. I have to wear oxygen at night when I sleep,
Oh
and
my god!
the pressure of the hose on my face was hurting me.
Ow.
That's why I was like, "Yeah, I'm done. I'm going to the hospital. I'm done.
Oh my god!
I'm done at that point. Seriously."
That's awful.
Yeah. Well, I have to wear oxygen now since I had that little episode back on Christmas Eve.
Oh,
What happened? Yeah.
right.
Since then, I have to wear oxygen now. Yeah, I don't know if you know Tiger Stripes. I had pulmonary edema back on Christmas Eve, and I literally could not breathe. I was banging on my neighbor's wall. I was banging on my neighbor's wall at 11 o'clock at night to come over and like call 911 because I could barely breathe. He come over, and his name is Bob. All I got was, that's all I was able to get out. He was like, I'm calling the hospital. And that was Christmas Eve. And I get to the hospital and whatnot. And while they're hooking me up with IVs and bleeds and whatnot to test me out and whatnot, I passed out. They tell me New Year's Eve as I was being released. In the discharge papers, cardiac, pulmonary edema with cardiac stoppage. I said, what? And the nurse said, I'll get the doctor to talk to you. The doctor told me, yeah, your heart stopped in the middle of that. Which is kind of freaky, Tiger Stripes, because Christmas Eve back in '84, while I was visiting him, because my mother and father were separated at the time, my father died of a heart attack Christmas Eve back in '84.
Wow.
So that was like, what in the hell? Moment to me. So yeah.
Christmas can be very stressful for people.
Yeah, it is. Back in '79, I found my little brother dead Christmas Eve. He died of crib death.
I'm so sorry.
They call it SIDS now, but they call it crib death back
Yeah.
then.
How old were you then?
9.
I'm so sorry. How dreadful.
9. He was born day before my birthday and died Christmas Eve. 7 months old.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Thank you. It doesn't affect me as much in the same way, or rather, it doesn't affect me in the same way anymore, but it still affects me a little bit around Christmas time. That's called PTSD. You don't remember, you relive. Yeah, that's the bad thing about PTSD. Sorry, Doc. I'm rambling on again. Sorry. I ramble a lot. Sorry, Doc.
And can you? Oh man, can you? Do you mind if just you and Tiger Stripes talk amongst yourselves for just a minute?
Sure.
I need to. I'll be right back. Right back.
Yeah.
Okay. So what have you been up to, Tiger Stripes? I really haven't seen you in a while.
Just here and there, you know.
Yeah.
I'm doing karaoke every now and then.
On Jedi Bill or?
On Jedi Bill's channel, yeah.
Okay.
And that's just a blast. Love it.
Yeah, I've caught it in replay, but I haven't actually stopped to see it live.
Yeah, it's fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
What kind of songs do you like singing over there?
All of them, just whatever, my favorite ones, of course. And I don't sound as good as I think I sound, which is hard. And I also, yes, it's very hard. It's crushing, really. And I don't really have the lung power that I used to have.
Yep.
Because I sang choir for all through public school. And then I haven't done it in a really long time. So I miss it. I miss the singing, but I don't have the support that I used to have. And, but I'm, it's a blast.
At a local biker bar, believe it or not, my ex-girlfriend and I used to do karaoke, A Whole New World.
Wow. That's cool.
They used to have karaoke at this biker bar on Sunday nights.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine a biker bar doing karaoke, A Whole New World. We got a lot of interesting stares at that one. I could show you the world. Yeah, I would start it right. I would look at her and say, "Do you trust me?"
I'm back.
I would start it right. You know what I mean, Tiger Stripes?
Sure.
Yep. Okay, Doc. We were discussing a little bit of karaoke and singing.
That's fine. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Oh, God.
So overall, what have you been up to, Doc? I've really gotten a chance to talk to you.
What have I been? I've recently, for the past probably well over a week now, I've been well, there's another word for it. I've been obsessing over this over this game that I've just been playing endlessly.
Inscription? How's that
Yeah,
going for you?
Inscription, yeah,
Are
yeah.
you getting some views?
I've been playing. Yeah, well, I've actually been. When I say I've been obsessing over it, I've been playing. I've been playing with it. I've been playing it almost nonstop, outside of not just when I was streaming it.
Aha.
And and the fact is, I've been playing. I've been playing it way too much. I've got other things I want / need to do, but I've been letting this game take up all my time.
Does it change every time you play it? Do you see new things if you play it again?
There's there's a lot of little hidden things, a lot of hidden things you can find, and hidden things you can do. There's this little, there's these little, little pieces of information you can find. There's little puzzles that you can solve that you don't need to solve in order to progress through the game.
Yeah, in RPGs we call them side quests. Like Final Fantasy, we call them side quests.
Right. I think little things like that, and I think mainly when there's that, and I think one of the main reasons that I keep playing is because I just enjoy playing. I enjoy playing the main part of it. I enjoy playing the card game.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually caught a couple of streams. Remember about that?
That's what it's good. Right. Honestly, I don't think those streams have gotten that many views. I think, not that many. I think my regular streams like this one get more views than those did.
That's interesting.
But as of the last one I did, I have completed the main game of Inscription.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've actually completed it for the dozenth time in my case, because I've played through it so many times. And recently I've been obsessed. I've been playing through this add-on that they did for it. It's called Casey's Mod, and which is like it's a redone version of the first act of the main game.
Okay.
Which is said. I mean, if you've seen, what I'm talking about in that cabin, against that character Leshy. That's basically what Casey's Mod is, but it's like things are different. There's like there's new cards, and there's challenges. Basically, you advance through it by completing challenges, and then there's new cards you can unlock. There's new starter decks you can unlock, and each time you complete a challenge level, there's you get access to one of Casey's developer logs.
Okay.
And is that something being done by the developers of the game, or is that something in addition that's sort of independent?
And once you've actually been through, one last thing is once you've actually been through once you've completed all 12 sorry, Tiger Stripes.
No, Lemon Pie says Casey's mod has got it going on. Too funny. I'm sorry.
Well, to answer, to answer your question, yes, it is. Well, there have been a lot of fan-made mods to the game, but a lot of people have done that. But this one, Casey's mod, this is official. This was done. This was done by the developers, the developers of the game. It's an official add-on to it that you can unlock by completing the main game.
Okay.
And
so you're obsessed. You're obsessed with Inscription.
Yes, I've looked over your streams. Your highest one for Inscription is 31.
But in time that might build.
Your highest live stream in the last couple of weeks was 47.
Right.
That's after live stream views. Yeah, that's not the current people watching and then they add them on. That's the after views. Yep. So 47. That was 2 weeks ago. And 31 Inscription was 4 days ago.
And then, right. Well, another thing is once you this part I really found awesome and really fun. It was once you've completed all 12 challenge levels, you because basically what you're supposed to do is you basically do a run and you select a certain number of challenges to build up, which add these challenge points, and you match them to the required amount to advance to the next level. And you play through, and if you win, once you win, you unlock the next level. And there are 12 levels, and once you play through all 12, it unlocks a new final boss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's I really love. I unlocked this actually very early yesterday.
Okay.
And it was it's a pirate themed boss battle. It was really fun.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, I mean,
I really am. Seriously.
Yeah, you get all these really cool pirate. Yeah, you get this cool pirate boss who's like I think he was a character from like earlier in the game, brought up early in the main game, and then he's like, and you get these cannons appear at the side of the board, the playing board, and then they shoot your cards as you play through it, and then in the final round you actually get this one big card because like because if you play. Because if you might, I don't know if you've seen this, Dan, but playing against Leshy in the final boss against Leshy in the third and final round is against this one giant card, literally called the Moon. and in this boss battle, the final boss was against literally a pirate ship.
Oh. Hey, Doc.
So it was you can imagine how much fun I had with that. That was awesome.
Hey, Doc, got a question.
Yeah.
What's a pirate's favorite letter?
R.
Yep. Hey, I'm a dad. I'm qualified to make dad jokes, Dave. I'm a dad. Okay, I'm qualified. I'm qualified, David. I can make dad jokes.
But yeah, look. But anyway, my point is, I've been obsessing over. Recently, I've been obsessing over. I've had this game. I got this game almost immediately after it came out. That was well over a year ago, and I've been playing it on and off ever since, and I've just been obsessing over it so much that
I resemble that lemon pie. I resemble that. Not resent it. I resemble that. I have a dad bod too.
I think anybody can make dad jokes.
Well, you see lemon pie's comment.
But dad jokes are best if you have a dad bod, I think. Yes.
By the way, lemon pie. That's not how you spell Kate. That's not how you spell Casey in this in Casey's mod.
Can I make dad jokes about having a dad bod?
Casey,
Yes, but that's very close to the way you spell Stacy, like Stacy's mom, which is what that's a joke on, the song. Stacy's mom has got it going on.
Oh, is it? Right.
Oh, yes.
But it looks something like Stifler's mom. The American Pie movies.
Haven't seen those.
It is, if you don't appreciate crass humor, you're not gonna like it.
Yeah.
Just your heads up on that one. If you don't appreciate it, because it's teenagers going through high school.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get the concept that I think that's why I probably haven't seen it yet. However, Stacy's mom has got it going on. It's kind of a crass song, and it's really the best. It's just the best thing ever.
I'm not familiar with it.
Well, you'll have to listen to it on YouTube after we,
I'm going to have to write that down right now.
It's great.
I mean,
it's one of those catchy songs.
if you remember, like those kind of movies from the 90s and the early 2000s, those frankly gross out humor teen movies, that American Pie is the pinnacle of that.
I understand that the titles that's somebody effing a pie, so it kind of says everything that I need to know about it.
Yes,
exactly. It kind of tells me everything I need to know. And I may still see it someday because I know there's a lot of good actors in it, a lot of people whose careers started in it. It's probably pretty funny. I've seen, because what was the one, with, I'm not going to think of the name. I'm not even going to think of the actors' names. There was another vulgar, the one with McLovin. My God, that movie just made me laugh and laugh. Yes. I laughed until I cried. And so I'm not above the vulgar teen sex humor. I can enjoy that. Yes, and lovely Sherry still remembers Jenny's number, 8675309. So that's another song from the same era as Stacy's mom. Yeah,
I remember that song being played the hell out of. I remember that song. I remember the video too. When MTV still played videos.
Those were the days.
Oh God, don't get that song stuck in my head now. Thank you.
Too late.
Those were the days. Come on. All the Family?
Oh, well, actually, I was just saying those were the days because the song that pops into my mind is even much older than that one.
Really?
Oh, yeah. There's a song on Apple by a woman. God, I'm blanking on her name. Mary somebody. Yeah, it's a kind of a, what do you call in England, a music hall song? The kind of song that everyone sings along to.
Okay.
Yeah. Do they still do that, Dalek, in England?
Still do what?
Do people still sing together, kind of spontaneously at parties in England? Because that was sort of the music hall tradition Unlike vaudeville, in American vaudeville, the audience does not perform. But as I understand it, in the UK, in the music hall, the audience is expected to sing along.
The audience is expected to perform in America when watching Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I'm not entirely certain on that, but I
Before
think
your time?
I think maybe that's wants to hear a bunch of hey lemon pie. Who wants to hear? I hope not. Who wants to hear a bunch of drunk Brits sing? Oh my
I
God.
don't think, in a music hall, I don't think people are necessarily drunk. I think you're there to see the entertainment, but
no, in something like that, they wouldn't be drunk.
Yeah, it's like a theatrical.
Yeah, it's something
camaraderie too.
Yeah, it's not a pub per se. It's theatrical. Yeah, but it goes back to pre-radio, pre-television, which wasn't that long ago, where really your entertainment was your family. People were expected to entertain each other. You told a story, or you sang a song, or you played an instrument.
Yep.
Yeah, so it goes to
stuff like that. Yeah, stuff like that. That's something you would go. That's something families would go and see. That kind of those kind of physical theater musical kind of performances. And I think. I mean, I don't think. Well, I don't think. There's probably not anything. I think in shows like that, there's nothing stopping you from singing along.
No, I mean they're encouraged to in that circumstance. They're expected to.
Yeah. I think that you're right. I mean, I think I don't.
But like I said, this is maybe old stuff. Maybe they're not doing that anymore. It's.
They might be. I mean, I think. If you watch something like, if you come here like around Christmas and go to something like something like, I don't know, a pantomime, I think they would. They definitely,
right.
Yeah, they would get the audience to sing along.
Right. That's that music hall tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea how we got onto this.
Neither do I.
And lemon pie. What kind of a dad bod do you have, lemon pie? Oh my God, it's late at night. Shame on me.
Oh God! If lemon pie changes his avatar to fat bastard, I'm done. Get in my bed.
And
lovely Sherry was listening to Patsy Cline today. Yeah, good, darling Patsy.
I'd love to hear Ten Dollars sing.
That could happen. I think Dalek could make that happen.
I don't know who.
He's the emperor.
I don't know who Patsy Cline is.
Country western singer of the late 40s and 50s. Did Patsy make it into the 60s? And I feel like she came to an early end, but famous for the song Crazy, which I believe was written by Willie Nelson. So 50s, I think, Patsy Cline.
Okay.
Yeah. Wonderful voice.
I know the name. I don't think I'm familiar with anything she did.
I bet you would recognize the song Crazy if you ever heard it. You would realize you had heard it before.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, another thing that people are expected to participate in is mid to late 80s midnight showings here in the States. Rocky Horror Picture Show. People were expected to perform in the audience. Oh yeah. I've been to a few midnight showings. It's been a long time, but yeah. The mid-80s were a long time ago.
I was at a Rocky Horror event
Mm-hmm.
where I was dressed at the time. And Tim Curry was one of the judges.
Ooh.
Yeah, he was very shy. He didn't really want to come out on stage. I'm not even sure how they got him there, given how shy he was. And my friend I went with actually got the prize for dressing as Frankenfurter because he could do the impression, and there was a
Okay.
mic, so he got that award.
Nice.
And he said that he heard Curry, just behind the curtain, off stage, like him, give it to him. So he was so happy. It was a good night. It was a good night.
Tim Curry. You mean?
Yes, Tim Curry.
The guy with.
Yeah, this is one of the very, very earliest Rocky Horror events. It was in my hometown in Austin, Texas, and and I think he and I were in drama school together, Leo, and we worked really hard. I think and he really helped. He was very good at that kind of thing. We worked for like a solid 24 hours straight putting the costumes together. So
nice.
Yeah, it was a good night.
Yeah, he's the guy with that really great voice, isn't he? Or am I thinking of someone else?
Tim Curry? Oh, he's done a lot of things, but he's notably the lead in Rocky Horror.
And The Devil and the Last Unicorn, and Pennywise.
Legend. I think he's the devil in Legend. I don't believe he's in Last Unicorn.
I'm gonna have to look that up right now. Sorry,
Sure.
That's bugging me now.
If you wanna play this particular game, I will thrash you, young man, because I'm very old.
Thank you for calling me young.
But Tim Curry's wonderful. He's ailing these days. I feel for him, but in his day, he was also the original Pennywise in the television series of It.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, Pennywise.
Yeah, Lemon Pie, just called that.
Oh yeah, yes. He played Pennywise. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's Moira Kitty. Oh,
Moira's here. Aw.
Yes.
Kitty.
Pet the kitty.
We don't pet the kitty. Because I was watching Johnny Carson that night. We don't pet the kitty.
That's hilarious. They did not use the word kitty.
No, they didn't.
Yes. It was one of the Gabors. I think it had to be Zsa Zsa. Ava was never so vulgar.
It was Zsa Zsa.
Yeah.
It was Zsa Zsa.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dalek's too young to remember that. You want to hear it, Dalek? It's quite nasty. Since we're talking about it,
Wait, I'm too young to remember what?
The Johnny Carson show, for starters. The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. Wow.
85, I want to say, or 86.
Oh, I think it was really back way in the day. I don't even remember when that happened. I just think it was
mid-80s.
Way back in the day.
I've said this before. No. I've said this before. I only just missed the 80s.
Mm.
When I was born in 1991, so I was 2 years too late.
Are you aware who the Gabor sisters were or are? I think, I don't know if they've passed or not. A couple of actresses who were sisters, Zsa Zsa and Ava. Ava was, came to fame in the television show Green Acres, which is the kind of thing that they put kids in front of regularly because it's very non-offensive.
Yeah. Darling, I love you, but give me back Avenue. Yeah.
And they had strong Hungarian accents.
Yes.
The Gabor sisters. Yes. Yep. But this doesn't work if you don't know who Johnny Carson is, because Johnny Carson was the penultimate late night talk show host.
He was the king of late night.
Yeah, very much
so. The king.
And he was also the guy who made it look easy. And
32 years.
It's not easy. It turns out it's really not easy, but he made it look easy.
32
Yeah,
years,
look,
Tiger Stripes. Yeah, 32 years.
yeah, I really don't. I mean, I don't know that much about. Uh, I
Yeah,
don't
if
know.
you don't know who these people are, it's no good telling you the
I don't
anecdote
know
because
that.
I
I
think
don't
it
know
just
that much.
goes tearing over your
I
head.
don't know that much about late night talk shows, especially American ones.
Oh, they're like any talk show. There's a host behind a desk,
Yeah, I know.
and the
Yeah,
guests show up and sit in the chair next to the
I
guest, and
get the
then
general idea.
they're always promoting their latest movie or something, and
Yeah,
the
Yep.
host is witty and asks them
yeah.
questions. Well, in this particular scenario, Zsa Zsa Gabor showed up with her cat, carrying her cat in, which is pretty
A
unusual to do on a
Persian
talk
cat.
show,
A Persian
to
cat, if I remember right.
arrive
Yeah.
with your pet in your arms. And I think there was sort of a pregnant pause, and just out of nowhere, Zsa Zsa says, "Would you like to pet my pussy?"
Yeah,
And
but
so
cat's in the damn way.
Johnny
Yeah, but
just
damn
shrugs and
cat's in the way.
says, "Move the
Yeah,
cat."
yeah, but damn cat's in the way.
And she stormed out. Yes, she got up and
Yeah.
left with her pussy. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but
Oh
damn
my
cat's in the way.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, God.
but he
Oh,
couldn't resist a straight line like
oh,
that.
oh,
He had to do it.
never had a comedian like Johnny Carson, a loaded gun called a straight line. Never.
Troubles here.
Oh,
Do you let
Hello,
trouble in the door? He has to behave.
hello, Captain Infinity.
You don't
hey,
have to if
Cap.
you don't want to. And I'm gonna have to toddle off soon. I haven't been sleeping well because of the cold, and I'm gonna sleep like like a pig in a blanket, like a piece of toast in a toaster.
Let's
It's gonna
just
be so nice.
let's just say I'm weary. I'm wary of letting the captain up here
I believe you're wary
after
because
last
you're
time.
weary, darling.
Hmm.
He can be quite weary making.
But if you need to go, Tiger Stripes.
Lemon Pie says, me. I know who is Johnny Carson.
32 years. 32 years. He was the king of late night.
Jimmy Carson is the goat.
Oh, yeah.
He certainly
Oh, yeah.
was. He certainly was. Shame on you, Lemon Pie.
We had
No,
we had
when I
good beach
think of-
weather, but it's raining now.
When I think of a dad bod, and this is really rude because he really didn't have a dad. I always think of Rutger Hauer in Blade Runner and his beautiful love handles. But that's as far as I go.
When everyone says dad bod, unfortunately, I think the stereotypical fat bastard from those movies. I can't remember. Mike
Well, that's
Myers
not
movies.
a dad
Yeah,
bod. That's somebody who's
that's
who's
what I
a
think of though.
a caricature of someone who's morbidly obese. Not even someone who's actually morbidly obese. A caricature of somebody who's
But unfortunately, that's what I think.
beyond
Of.
big.
But it's your channel, dog. Do what you want to do. It's your channel.
Yeah,
Dalek, unfortunately, you've always got to remember that. It is your channel. You do what you got to do to protect and serve you above everything else.
Yes. It is. You're right. It is my channel, and
Yep.
And I probably maybe sometimes I forget that. I'm just in the moment.
And I will admit that I have been reading what I believe is, and I could be wrong, the most recent Twilight book, which was out a couple of years ago.
Okay.
You actually been reading those goddamn things.
Oh, I'm a big fan. But it's funny because this last one is the story all over again, but from Edward's perspective. So you, as a fan, you know what's happening in the book. You already know the story, but
What's
it's just
the point
from
of that?
perspective. Well, it's funny because I always thought, well, gee, this is going to be just wildly romantic. And as a matter of fact, it's kind of smothering. I'm just sort of, you always think, gee, it would be just the greatest thing ever to have a guy who thought of me every second of the day. And now you realize, boy, this is kind of nuts. Just
that actually reminds me of the book series Wicked. You ever read those
Well,
books?
I have read the first one, which is incredible. And
Oh God.
I've read his take on Cinderella, which was also incredible. And
Okay.
just amazing writing. Just, chef's
Oh.
kiss. So I haven't
God,
read
yes.
any of the other Oz books per se. I've
Okay.
just read Wicked, and then I've read, Tales of an Ugly Stepsister, I think
Yeah, I've heard
is
of it,
the
but I haven't read it
title of the
yet.
Cinderella.
I
It's
yeah, it
really
is.
amazing.
I haven't read it yet.
I'll give Missy the ointment.
Are you familiar with Wicked, Dalek?
In the chimney.
Dalek, are you familiar with the backstory of Wicked?
Quit.
Oh, look, it's Raquel.
Yeah,
Everybody's
Raquel's
dropping
here.
in.
Hey, y'all, send me some love. Just gonna lurk for a bit. I have to get up mid-morning. Okay, Raquel.
It's morning already, Raquel. It's 1:33 for you, just like me.
I'm not sure. I'm just wondering. I'm not sure. I'm just wondering how long I'm gonna keep this stream going.
Yeah, after an hour 17, yeah.
We're almost at an hour 17 now. Now. In fact, an hour 17 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yay!
Do you hit the hay? Are you fading? Have you been up all night?
I've been up. I've been awake since probably about 4 hours now.
Oh, okay.
I think I woke. Yeah, I fell asleep pretty early. Then I woke up around 2:30 in the half past 2 in the morning here because I woke up and I thought, oh no, I've missed
Potato.
I've misread his But I thought, oh no, he's not on for another hour. So thank
Yep.
And I don't know if I'm gonna regret this, but hello, Captain.
Hello, Captain.
Or Anton Chekhov.
Yes.
Really? Chekhov?
Are you going to do the accent?
Hello there.
He really should, yeah. Better than Pavel.
Now, Captain? Are we gonna have any trouble? Because especially remember what happened last time.
I'm laughing at lemon pie.
Yeah.
What? What? Morris says throwing veggies at the stage.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes. Get it?
Well, okay, back to your question, Dan. The only thing called Wicked I'm familiar with is
The musical.
Which is based on the book.
Mm-hmm.
wasn't that that was a musical?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Broadway.
Was this
I haven't seen it in person, but yeah.
This wasn't based on Wizard of Oz, was it?
Yes.
The story of the Wicked Witch.
The Wicked Witch, yeah. Okay, now that I'm familiar with, yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Never been to
really,
never been to see it, but I'm familiar with it.
well, it's
Yeah.
a book. You could read the book. It's a
Oh
good
yeah,
book.
it's a good book.
Really good. Crazy good.
Book. That sounds like my
Book.
Leading
What are you
book.
Canadian? What are you Canadian now? Book.
Yeah, that's Liverpudlian actually. Book.
Reminds me-
I got that from the Beatles.
That reminds me of my saying it like that reminds me of my reminds me of my grandma. She used to say it. She used to say "book" like that.
Ah, that's nice.
Sorry, dude. Sorry,
Well, I'm
dude.
old enough to be your grandma, so that's okay.
You can't be that old, Tiger Stripes.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you're that old.
I wish, I wish Mr. Chekhov would speak up. He's giving me the willies, just sitting there saying nothing.
Just staring at us.
Yes.
Chekhov, Pavel, rank, Admiral. Anton Chekhov. Okay. Just staring at us.
So I'm just.
I loved that kid. I loved that. I thought that kid was great.
So anyway, I'm just wondering how long shall I keep this stream going till an hour and a half, or shall I take it up to 2? Shall I go to 2 hours?
Well, how do you feel about it?
Thank you. I was going to ask something similar, Tiger Stripes.
Well, I suppose I had the idea the stream was going to be pretty short anyway. So
Okay. It is ultimately your call. Always remember that, dog.
Hmm.
It is your magic finger on that magic button. It is your call.
I don't know.
Remember that, my friend. Remember that.
I think I'll keep this going another 10 minutes, then I'll see how I feel once I hit an hour and a half.
Okay. Your call. It is always your call.
Lemon pie. It sounds like you want to end it.
Well, it is 6:40. I mean 7:40. Yeah.
Yet.
Do you have just now?
Were you having trouble getting your mic to work or something, Captain?
Yes, it's your call, though.
Yeah. We agree. It is your call. Unanimous vote. 3 for 3. It is your magic finger on that magic button.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else culturally that I've seen in the last week or two that's remarkable. And just
Well, I can say this much. I guess I wanted to say this earlier, but I didn't get the chat. Kind of got cut off from it. I've been obsessing over Inscription so much. Like I said, it's been taking up almost pretty much all of my time, and I need to give the game a break. So I can get back to doing some other things. Like I've got a ton of stuff I want to catch up on. Most of it anime, and I've got other games. I got other games.
Probably already aware of the button by now.
Got other games I want to play, and one thing I've been really neglecting the last few weeks is my writing.
Well, you don't ever want to do that. You want to be pretty disciplined about that, I think.
Or at least regular, if not disciplined.
And then there's another comment from Lemon Pie here. And games are addictive. Take a break then. Yeah.
It's a good observation.
It is.
But, I mean, have you been having fun?
Oh, yeah. I've definitely been having fun. I mean, that's what the game. I mean, especially a game like Inscription, where it's really it can be. I mean, if it can be a real challenge to win some of these card battles or duels, if you want to call them that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes with this, especially, I mean, I think what they tried to do is, I mean, in the main game in Act 1, the game is insane. Because you can pretty much do anything. You can do all kinds of crazy things because it gives you all sorts of crazy advantages that you can use to get through and win pretty easily. Like there's the most powerful, there's the most overpowered card in the whole game called the Ouroboros or Ouroboros, and
Okay.
it's just, and basically this card, it's you can get your hand, you can get this card through in all three acts of the game, and this card is immortal. It cannot die, and basically every time, well, technically it can die, but every time it dies, it goes straight back into your hand. And and because it has the what's called the unkillable sigil, and any card that has that, if it dies, it goes back into your hand.
Okay.
But with the Ouroboros or Ouroboros, I don't know how you actually say it. Every time that card dies, it gets a little bit stronger.
Ooh.
Yeah, it gains one. Every time it dies, it gains one attack and one health. And so, if you do it just right, you can make that card as powerful as you want. It literally has infinite power.
Strike me down. I'll become more powerful than you could ever imagine.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, come on. Star Wars.
I know. I get the reference. I do.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, it's kind of like that. Strike me down. Strike me down. I'll come more powerful than you can imagine. That's exactly how it is with the Ouroboros. Every time it dies, it gets stronger.
Okay.
And that power boost it gains is permanent. Even after a fight ends, it remains that strong. So
Hey, Dal, did you see the private chat?
wait, hang on, what's this? Apologies, Delmoon says, "Oh."
Yeah, I didn't know if you saw that, so I want to point that out.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't see it. Oh, we've got another guest popped in. We've got Rod Thunderheart. Hey, how you doing,
Rod
Rod?
Thunderheart.
How you doing, guys? Good to see y'all.
Yeah,
Hey, Rod.
we're all doing pretty good, aren't we? Tiger Stripes, Dan.
45 hours. Almost 45 hours.
Yeah, I just came on because Doomcock just finished.
Okay.
Yeah, but well, I just wanted to say, I'm like, hey, Dalek, I'm really glad you streamed because like that's my birthday.
Is it?
Hey.
Oh, happy birthday!
Yeah, thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Yeah.
Is that the
It's
third or the
today
fourth?
after midnight? The
Thank you.
fourth?
Well, okay. You know what? Well, okay, you're right. Actually, it's actually the close of my birthday, but who cares? You know
The
what?
third?
Yeah, the third.
Happy birthday. Do you want the song?
So, Rod,
It's yeah. I wouldn't ask. It's up to you. I would appreciate it. But,
Did you tell?
But-
Did you tell Doomcock so he could sing you happy birthday?
Yes, did you?
yes,
Okay.
yes, and he did. Not only that, but then
Great.
You got it from Doomcock. I can't top that.
yeah. But then not only that, but he also finished his stream with whiskey in the jar.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah. Oh man, and like it's funny too because like he said like he started the stream like with whiskey in the jar, but then like he was like, oh, you're the birthday boy, I'll sing it. And I'm like yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's great having Doomcock sing you happy birthday.
Man.
He's done that. I think he's done that for me at least two or three times. And oh my God, speaking of
Jill.
it's Jill saying happy birthday. Hi, Jill.
Oh, thank you, Jill. Yeah,
Look, she
appreciate
made you a
it.
tiny iconic cake.
Ah,
And presents and balloons.
What's the
okay.
Cuban rum.
And, did you see my comment about your birthday. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
This is the February 3rd, 1959. Big Bopper, Buddy Holly, and Richie Valens died in.
Oh yes, that's right.
Today's
You
Yeah,
were born the day the music died.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, my birthday is looked at that. Yes, I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah, I grew up knowing that actually. Yeah, like Richie Valens and like Big Bopper and holy bit of a
That's okay.
My birthday's a bit of a
on my 10th birthday, Mount St. Helens blew.
Well, I think now that you're here, Rod, and since it is your birthday, then I think that means I need to keep this team going a bit longer.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I mean, like, actually, I kind of saw when you first came on, but I'm just kind of like, damn it, I'm listening to Doomcock. I don't want to, like, because I actually sent him a few chats, and and actually,
I know what you mean. I hate missing Friday Night Fox, but often I do, because either I sleep through most of it, or I'm off I'm off on another channel like Revens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and like also like, oh my god, I didn't realize. Well, now I know. I mean, like I think, but like, he fucking hates Tom Brady too. Ha! Yes. Deflated balls.
He's retiring. Yeah.
Again. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Again, until he realizes he needs more money, and then he'll unretire next year. Yeah.
Oh, Cosmic Relief.
Oh, Comic Relief Crusaders here as well. Good to see you.
Oh, right on. Hey. TCRC. Nice. Yeah. Good to see you, man.
Looks like I've got a bit of a Doomcog raid on my hands here.
Yeah, there you go, man. Yeah, that's why you got to keep going then, man. You got to keep going.
Even Mikkelsen's happy birthday to you, Rod. Even Mikkelsen's happy birthday to you. Yep.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
No, thanks, Raquel. Much appreciated. I see it. Yeah, 52 years old, and yes, I don't have this particular picture up, but like, yeah, no, I can still do the splits. 52 years old.
Rod, I am really not that much older than you then.
Oh, look who else is here.
Pudgy Hedgehog.
Pudgy Hedgehog. Hey, Pudgy.
I don't think I've met you yet.
Pudgy flies in via catapult lenses.
Yes. Quite a visual.
It is actually. I don't think I've met you yet, Pudgy Hedgehog.
Oh, kitty.
Alley Cat. Alley Cat.
Nice.
She's 16 years old.
Okay.
She's so stripy.
Yeah, Garfield stripy.
Are you jealous, Tiger Stripes? That cat is stripy. Seriously.
I am.
Okay.
Oh.
I had to throw it in. I'm sorry, Tiger Stripes. I had to. It was too easy.
I feel like
I
should make that solo.
Yeah.
It's the kitty. Aw.
Kitty.
Oh, she's looking too. Like, yeah, like she knows you guys are paying attention to her.
Oh God, yeah.
Look at that.
She seems to be a camera hog.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey, Pop Culture Curator's here too. Hey, Pop Culture Curator.
Yep.
Oh man, everybody's coming in now.
Yep.
Yeah. See.
Moises!
Like I said.
There you go. There's the Moises.
Hey, Moises. Good
Now
to
we're
see
gonna
you.
have to find a topic to talk about, I think. Now,
Kitty. What? Uh-oh. Pudgy working on new impossible questions to ask Dalek. Oh no. I'm gonna
see? Pudgy will help. Pudgy will help with topic.
I'm gonna have to look. Guess that'll be something to look forward to on Raymond's next stream. And
so I don't know why Captain fell off. Is he really having trouble with his connection?
Valley Piggy CA's here too.
Wow.
Oh man, I've got everybody coming in now.
It's such a good night.
No, see, it's a post Doomcock raid.
Yep. Hey, Dalek, this stream is officially Cheers. Are you familiar with the show Cheers?
Nice.
yeah.
They're always glad you came, and they always know your name. This is Cheers, damn it.
I've heard of Cheers. Yeah.
Yep.
So, Dalek, are you excited? Like less than a week now to go to Clarkson's Farm Season 2. I can't wait.
Oh, thank you for reminding me of that.
Yeah, I'm fucking. Oh man, I can't wait. I mean, again, like, I grew up. I mean, like, I'm a farm. I grew up on the farm. Everything that he should know, he doesn't. But like, I'm sitting there, like, I watch him and I see the stuff that he does. And I'm just kind of like, how do you not know that? You know, like. You know, like the one time, like the 21-year-old farmer that's helping. How do you like that? By the way, the kid wasn't even alive for 9/11. But no, what's his name? His name brain fart. Anyway, the kid's like. He's saying you have to go up and then down, up and down, up and down. If you don't, then your trum lines, i.e., you're not going to be able to know how to spray because you follow the trum lines, and instead he came up with the idea of like going all the way to the other side of the farm, other side of the field, and then coming back to this side, and like as a result, he didn't set any trum lines, and like. No, I mean, again, me as a farmer, I'm just like, I know that. I'm like, no, you got to do that, otherwise otherwise you can't do the things, and like. I see that. I'm just like, and then like, let's face it.
He has asked, what is the square root of butter? And I believe the square root of butter is heavy cream.
No, the square root of butter
is heavy cream.
Okay, the only thing I know about I'm from the city, and the only thing I know about a farm is when I walked up to the time clock one day when I was working at a grocery store. I walked up and I was like, "What's this?" And my store manager walked up and says, "Dan, what are you doing?" I said, "Milking the clock. Go walk home. Just go. Milking the clock." That's the only thing I know about farm. Just go home, dude. Just go. He was also the same one that would get pissed at me. Thursday, 3:00 in the afternoon. I go 3, 2, 1. I went overtime. What? Yeah, I just passed 40 hours. Really? Yeah, I saw 2 more hours today, 9 on Friday, and 13 on Saturday. Bite me.
Jill, you Captain Finch says, Jill, your and Scotty's take on the emotional aspect of Groundhog Day is quite thought-provoking. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people talking about the last few days. They're talking about the movie Groundhog Day. First, Doomcock talked about it on Pop Culture Breakdown. Then Jill and Scotty talked about it on his channel, and then just early tonight, or just early today, depending on where you are, Jill was actually talking about a different time movie, about a time loop on her channel.
There was one episode of Stargate SG-1 that was basically Groundhog Day.
I'd like to ask what happens if the groundhog dies.
They found out in Canada.
You heard about that, eh?
Yep.
Yeah, you heard about that, eh? Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Quebec,
Oh, yeah.
the Quebec groundhog died. So like, oh man,
Mhm.
that means like holy shit,
That
winter
means
all year.
nuclear
Yep.
winter. The winter that never ends.
Oh my god, yeah,
Yeah, I heard about that.
yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just
Ironic.
Did that happen just recently?
Yeah.
yeah, like yesterday.
Oh, poor
It
groundhog.
was the second or third he died. Yeah.
Was he very old or something? Did he die like as he was being held up for the camera?
Well, they went in to like reach in for them, and then they're like, oh shit, he's dead.
Oh,
I'm,
that's
oh
Yeah.
my
sad.
god, it's literally caught on camera.
Oh,
Look it up. I'm like, oh,
Are we
I'll
talking
keep
about
out
the
press on
groundhog?
that one.
The Groundhog
Yes.
Day groundhog?
Yep.
Wow, that's kind of
Um,
sad. Gee.
yeah,
No, and-
that's what I'm sorry. I know it's kind of sad too, but also
Raquel's
like
going
funny.
to bed. Good night,
Hello,
Raquel. Good
hello,
night,
welcome to
Raquel.
the panel PvP.
Oh, did I not turn it off? I have my YouTube off.
I mean, it's the old, I mean, like you had one job,
Should not be
Yeah.
echoing. I've got.
But Captain, is it about
YouTube
true love or is
muted.
it about true love?
Oh my god!
Oh. He said to blade, which is the
What?
best.
Oh, PvP. Good to see you. Sorry, I missed you there.
Oh yeah, no worries.
He said true love.
You know I'm all about them temple mechanics, but sometimes it's
True
about
love.
Oh my
Yeah, that was a
goodness.
good stream that Jill and Scotty
Oh,
had
yeah.
about Groundhog Day. That was a lot of fun.
Woo off.
That's
He
a
said
great
to
movie.
blade, which is clearly to bet. Liar. Nickelbacks, I
So
love them.
this is where I get to say I kissed Peter Cook on his nose once.
Oh.
Andre the Giant tortured every one of his friends with that movie. I mean, it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. I just like, oh
Awesome
man,
movie.
oh yeah,
Awesome.
fantastic.
Which
To this
movie are
day,
we
I
talking
still
about here?
Princess Bride. I still
Oh, I love that. I love that film. That's an awesome movie.
have like the special edition too. Like yeah.
There's
Somewhere
so many good lines in that movie. It's just like a cornucopia of great quotable dialogue.
It is.
Never start to land
Anybody?
Asia.
Yeah. Anybody want a peanut?
Andre was awesome in that. He was actually a really, really good actor. Like,
No, Rod, if you're going to say it, it's no more rhymes. I mean it. Anybody want a peanut?
Yeah.
thing is, there was some great sword fighting in it too. I read that they actually did a lot of training to prepare for the film before they were
you
doing
They
the
did.
sword scenes.
You
And,
could tell.
yeah, it was impressive.
Oh, yeah, it really was.
It's probably the best
They
sword
did.
fighting stuff since like Errol Flynn back in the 30s or something.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like yeah, and like again, like they switched hands too. I mean,
Well, that
like
was
from
cool.
lefty
Yeah.
lefty
I'm not
to right,
left-handed
and
either.
like yeah.
Great stuff. Yeah.
There is something I must tell you. And what is that? I'm not left-handed either.
Yes. Oh my God! I want to put that in now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wonderful film.
Oh, totally.
Back when Rob Reiner was actually making good stuff, eh?
Oh, God.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, and he wasn't getting political. Ugh.
exactly.
That is hilarious,
Yeah.
Pudgy.
The
Screaming
screaming
Hills.
the screaming has got work inspecting the London sewers. What?
Dalek's never seen Princess Bride. Have you, Dalek?
You're
No.
kidding me?
No, that doesn't sound like my kind of movie.
It's
Don't let the
everyone's
title-
kind of movie, Dalek.
Really?
I put off
Oh,
watching
shit.
Princess Bride for like 20 years because I thought it was like some kind of horrible Disney chick flick thing. And then when I finally watched it on a movie channel when it was on, I thought, well, I got to watch this film someday.
Hey, Pete,
And it was like,
it's,
man,
Yeah,
it's
this
not.
film is
It is
awesome.
not. It is not the Notebook. Okay, it is not
It's
some
not.
chick flick.
Don't let the title dissuade you from watching. It is really a great film, Dalek.
Come on, it's got sports, fighting,
Oh, it's
action.
Revenge.
Oh, I forgot Revenge. In the
My
list.
name is what's his name?
Inigo Montoya.
Yes.
You killed my father.
My name
Prepare
is
to
Prepare to
Inigo
die.
die.
Montoya.
Prepare to die.
You killed my father.
Yeah.
Prepare to die. Will you
That's
quit
one of the great
saying
lines
that?
ever.
Will you quit saying that? Yes.
But
I
Peter
can't
cooking
understand
Dudley
that.
Moore.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Oh, yes.
And
Dog,
Lemon
you've
Pie's trying
got
to bring it
watch
back around to Groundhog Day again.
A movie with a title like that has
Hey, has anybody
watch it.
have you noticed any other time loop style movies?
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
because
Joe and
Lemon
I.
Pie says the timeline is singular but reset in Groundhog Day. And yeah, it's a loop. Groundhog Day is on a loop.
Actually, Joe
Have you
picked
noticed?
the film.
Have
Joe
you
picked
seen
the
any
film.
other? Have you
Oh,
seen
go
any
ahead.
other time light movies?
Yeah,
not movies,
we just watched one
but
today, actually.
sorry. Go ahead.
Jill had on her Friday morning. She did her shore leave because it was kind of like she was, kind of unprepared, and she just kind of went with it
Yes.
because she didn't
Yeah.
have a topic. But the one thing we did have set was the film Run Lola Run. If you guys have ever seen that one,
No.
and
I
that's
will
kind of
look that up.
that's
Is
a
that a
time loop.
time?
Yeah, it's a time loop movie too. Basically, she loops through time like 3 times during the film. And it was actually pretty good. Like I'd never heard of it until Jill recommended it, so I watched it before I went on her stream this morning, and it was pretty good. I mean, it's not one of those films I'd probably rewatch, at all, but it was good
Right.
for one watch for sure.
You want a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
one? There's
I
two.
love
There's
Edge of Time. Thank you. I love it. It's tiny whiny.
There's two actually that I've seen. Like, holy crap! I can't believe how good they're. Like, has anyone seen Happy Death Day?
I have not seen that.
Oh, good lord!
I remember when the trailers were playing in the theaters, but I did not see it.
I
That is a terrible movie.
You don't like it? Really? Why? What is it? You don't like it, Dalek? How come?
And Pudgy mentions Time Bandits. That's a time travel film.
Oh yeah,
Time travel, but not time loop.
Would you like Time Bandits movie too? Right, Time Bandits. Never seen that.
I'm honestly, I mean, Happy Death Day. I mean, this girl, every time she gets killed, the day gets reset. Again, not unlike what do you call it? Live, Die, Repeat. Edge of
if you want
Edge of Tomorrow too.
there's an anime which has a premise just like that. It's a very over the top isekai anime called ReZero. Basically, it's literally. I mean, if you don't know what isekai means, it literally means in another world, and it's literally it's about this guy who gets sent to basically a fantasy world, every time he dies, he wakes up like at the beginning of that particular day.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because I was really surprised. I mean, Happy Death Day, it's really good, and also the chick who starts off in the movie, she starts
I'm sorry,
off
Rod.
as
As Mr. Tarantino would say, I believe we reject your premise. I'm sorry.
Oh, why for? May I ask? What the?
Well, Dalek saw it, and he's of an opinion, and so I'm I haven't seen it myself, so I can't have an opinion.
It's a very badly done.
But that's that's what Quentin says when he uses his expression.
Like he was saying,
I reject your premise outright.
It's about this really horrible typical snarky, full of herself kind of girl who
Yeah, she's a frat
gets
girl. Yeah.
gets hunted down by this guy literally wearing a baby mask who
What?
well he,
Baby
who,
mask.
who, who yeah
Wow, that sounds
well,
weird.
look she gets chased down by this guy and she murders him. Well,
Oh, gee, that sounds like
he
fun.
murders her.
The baby
Okay.
mask. Yes, yeah.
Yikes.
He murders her, and then she wakes up at the beginning of the day again, and that
Yeah.
that happens every time she dies, or every time this guy in the baby mask kills her.
God.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I get
Sounds
it,
kinda
but I mean,
grim.
like, I get it, but I'm like, yeah. what I like about it, and like, too, like, not sure if you know, is he's been on Midnight's Edge, Script Doctor. He loved the movie too, and he said too, like, the reason why he loved the movie is because she went through a character arc. I mean, like, the whole movie, she starts off as like a bitchy little uh, a bitchy sorority girl, but like, as she kind of says in Happy Death Day to You in the sequel, she says, I went through 11 days and I fell in love with you, and like, it's that's what I mean. It's like the story arc, because like every day she gets a little bit smarter and a little bit better, in terms of how things go, and she realizes, like, this is not who I should be, and like, and then also, like, in Happy Death Day 2, she lives, through, and then she suddenly realizes, like, her mother is alive in this reality, but then she realizes, I
And
mean, it's
then
like how,
Pudgy scampers around Dalek, finds access panel, but bolts are metric. Pudgy tools won't work, thus metric prevents shenanigans once again. That's just like my mechanic. My mechanic won't work on German cars because he
okay.
doesn't want to have to buy another set of wrenches.
It's like
Okay.
it's like a horror wannabe Groundhog Day movie.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
I do not like
It's
Okay.
really good though. Like
We get it,
Happy
Rod.
Death
We
Day.
get that you like it, Rod. We get
And
it.
Okay.
Rod, I've
Okay.
got to interrupt you. I've got to interrupt you and say,
All right, you want to move on? I get it.
I want to
Well, we have given you about 5 minutes on this, Rod.
I wanted
All right,
to
yeah, go on. All right, you want to go on to something else? All right.
I wanted to
Aw.
introduce. I just
Might have
wanted to
only been 4
introduce-
minutes. Just felt like 5.
Can everyone be quiet for a second, please?
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to introduce Moira Kitty to the panel. Hi, Moira. Pet the kitty.
Moria Kitty.
Kitty, kitty.
Hey, hey, Amara.
You gotta
Hey,
love
Mom.
the panel guests
How
at
are ya?
first.
My God, I don't know
Hello.
what time it is where you are, Moira, but you're dressed spectacularly. What is
Oh,
that?
it's good old time
This is
zone.
my
Just after midnight. Just after midnight.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a very nice jammy dress.
it's just like, oh, it's just a long shirt I got. I didn't realize it was so long when it was on the hanger. And I'm like, good Lord,
It's
I can't wear it out
very-
in public. But it's a loose
It's very
puffy shirt
ska.
and little, yes.
Yeah, it
And
is.
some Hello Kitty
Yeah.
pajamas.
Reminds me of the Specials, the ska band, because they had an album cover like that, didn't they, with the black and white checkerboard kind of thing?
I honestly do not know.
All the
I
rude
think they did
boys
back
wear
in
the
the
black and
80s.
white checkerboard.
It's been a
Pie,
long
and
time
hugs
since
to
I saw the
Peggy
cover, though.
and lemon pie.
It's Kitty. Hugs and pet the kitty.
Moises.
Since we're kind of talking about time travel, or things kind of similar to that, have you guys ever heard of the TV show from 2014 called Forever?
No.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Heard of
Yeah,
it.
it had what's his name, Lowen Gruffeld, or whatever his bloody name is. I can't
Yeah.
pronounce it, but
Is this a Canadian show?
I think it says country of origin
Shame on
United States, but it might have been actually filmed in Vancouver. Come to think of it, Anyway,
Most
he
of
was
Stargate was filmed in Vancouver. So
well.
yeah.
The premise was he was like, I guess it starts off, on a sailing ship 200 years ago, and he's thrown overboard and murdered basically, and he becomes immortal for some strange reason for the show to happen, I guess basically. So in the early episodes, there's only one season, 22 episodes in total, but the early episodes, he would basically end up being killed somehow. And he would come back to life in the river every time. He would pop up in the river, sort of like, reborn, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
They dropped that after maybe about 5 or 6 episodes, though, because I think they thought it was getting to be a crutch in the writing. So, but actually, it's a really entertaining show if anybody wants to check it out.
I've heard of it.
I
I
really
have
enjoyed
the
it.
vaguest memory of it, but I don't think I
Yeah.
made it past an episode or two.
It was really
I've never
good.
seen
Like,
it.
Vaguest
I was-
memory.
I was very disappointed when it got canceled because I thought it had a lot of potential, and I think they ended season 1 on a bit of a they kind of tied it up, but it was still maybe a bit of a cliffhanger. So,
Let me
one
just
of the
say,
shows that got canceled too soon.
and just say hello to Matt G. You just popped him in the chat. Hi, Matt G. Good to
Hey,
see
Matt
you.
Hello.
Yeah, Jill.
I liked Timeless, which was a time travel television show that was on for a couple of years. That was
When
fun.
was that on? What years was that? Was that on?
2016 to 18.
Is that the one
Okay.
where there was a bank robbery or a
Timeless.
ring robbery?
Oh boy, I can't even remember what the plot was on that. It had a very likable cast, and they went back in time, and there was a MacGuffin, and the machine itself the time travel machine itself was very beautiful.
I like time travel stuff.
It was good. It was a good
I'll have to
show.
try it. Is it on
It's
Netflix or
funny
something?
that not so little of it is sticking in my brain, though.
I think I might have seen some of that. Actually, come to think
was-
of it,
it was
sounds
really
vaguely
good.
familiar.
I
It says
enjoyed
2
it a lot.
seasons, 28 episodes in total. It looks like here.
Yeah, there
Yeah, I
wasn't
think I
that
might
much
have
of it, and it
seen
was
that.
sort of stretched out. There might have been, I don't know, a writer's strike or something in between there. It was
I've never
good.
heard about one of those.
Actually, that was
Wow.
filmed in Vancouver too. Wow.
So much is. So much
you
is. I mean, all of the X-Files were filmed in Vancouver, basically.
The first 5
Are
seasons
you up
actually
to bed,
tired.
Budgie?
Aw,
Then they
Budgie.
moved to
Yeah.
California.
That's right.
Budgie.
First
Yeah.
5 seasons.
The
And
best
then Mulder
seasons were in
started
Vancouver.
demanding higher paychecks. And
He
then
didn't like the
and then
rain
they got
either, apparently.
no, that's
He got
right.
a lot of
No,
flack
that's-
over not liking Vancouver's rain, believe me. People
Most
And then he got-
of
yeah.
Stargate was filmed in Vancouver too. Stargate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Stargate was filmed here too, yeah.
Same thing with Flash.
Yeah,
boy.
it's
I think
Really?
it's
filmed here.
I think it's still filmed there. Yeah.
Probably still going. I haven't seen it in years though, because the
Me neither.
network that I watched the first 2 or 3 seasons on, they took it off and they put it on some channel I don't get. So it's like, oh well, that's the end of that.
It's on the CW, isn't it?
It is, and that's why I dislike it.
Yeah, it was on a different channel here, I believe. It was on like CTV or something, and then they switched it to CTV2, which I don't have.
Well,
Yes, yeah.
CW can get online.
I heard it went downhill after about like in season 4 anyway. So
Yeah,
the
no,
whole
that's right.
Arrowverse
You didn't
thing,
you
yeah.
didn't miss much. Trust me.
yeah,
Well,
sadly,
the
I really
whole
liked the show
Arrowverse. Yeah,
early on.
Arrowverse
It was
thing,
really,
yeah.
really great, but yeah.
Yeah.
Timeless. I'm just trying to place this. I'm sure. Did this have anything to do with like what's his name? The Time After Time. The author, the
No,
19th century
no,
author.
no. It's more of a kind of a just ripping yarn pulp. There was a villain. The
Okay.
time machine itself, I think, was the MacGuffin. The villain wanted the time machine. The 3 people were working on the time machine, and then the villain pops up in an even more advanced time machine because of some sort of time paradox,
Huh.
and is trying to steal theirs, and they just kind of go shooting through history
Yeah,
and trying to
still
remember.
think-
But
I think I've
Oh,
seen
I
but
think
this.
I have. Oh, that does.
but the
sound
stuff they
familiar.
did historically was really fascinating. They really touched on some very interesting historical things that I had never heard of before.
Great.
So,
Wow, sounds good.
Is
I
that
think
yeah,
I
the
might
like
have
one
seen
where-
it.
like the
That's
murder
where they had
hotel,
that,
which apparently was a real thing. God Almighty.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
Dalek, Tiger Stripes, Kitty, PP,
Yeah.
Rob Thunderheart, and everyone in the
Yep.
chat.
Yep.
45 and a half hours. I'm out of Mountain Dew. Guess what? I think I'm done.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
I'll talk.
Tight.
Wow, that's a long time.
I'll
Good
talk
Lord.
to
Fair
you.
enough.
Okay.
Wow.
I'll
Fair
talk to
enough,
you later.
Dan.
Bye bye.
Okay, good night,
Yep.
Dan.
Have a good
Good
one, man.
night.
See ya.
All right. Sleep well.
See ya.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking
man.
of the
Oh, that's cute.
film. I was thinking of the
We
Time
just
After
hit-
Time film from 1979, which was who was
And we
the
just
author of
and
that?
we just hit
Oh.
two. And this stream has just hit 2 hours.
Ta-da.
Yay!
Wow.
Woo.
Well done, Dalek. Honestly, like I love that.
2 hours
You know,
already. Oh wow, I came in late.
you the man. You the man.
Oh yeah, it was based on the H.G. Wells novel. That's who I'm trying to think of.
Hmm.
But I mean, I guess that's
Hey,
nothing to do with the TV series, apparently. So
Hey, there's another time loop movie called. Has anybody seen Palm Springs?
Nope.
No.
not me.
Hmm.
Check it out. It's on Amazon Prime, or
Aw.
rather, it should be. And like,
I don't have any streaming, so oh well.
oh, okay. It stars Adam Sandberg and Kristen Milotti.
Okay.
Kristen
Well, I
Milotti
think
was
I
on.
have Amazon till the end of the month, so I will go take a look.
It's a good movie. Adam
And of
Sandberg
course, there's
starts.
Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is the big Oscar
Yes,
contender.
That's not. Well,
Yeah,
that's not about time travel. That's about alternate dimensions.
But alternate dimensions are time travel.
No, they're not.
I will.
I've had this argument with people before.
I picture that being time travel going sideways instead of forward or backward.
Yes.
When this weekend, I'm going to see this movie just because it's on Prime, and everybody's been saying this. Go see it. You know, everything, everywhere, all at once, and it's on Prime. So I'm gonna fucking see it.
And somebody mentioned the Tom Cruise movie where he dies and comes back and dies and comes back with Emily Blunt.
Oh, I
Yes,
heard
Edge of
Interstellar.
Tomorrow.
Interstellar. What is that?
I have not seen that. Is it good?
Edge of
I haven't seen
Edge
it
of
either.
Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow, and it's 100% worth seeing. It is a good fucking movie. You know, I
You
mean,
don't have to
again,
curse, Rod, to make your emphasis.
sorry. Okay. Yeah, no, it's a good movie. Like,
Excellent.
also, like, the whole point behind that too is because he goes through a character arc. You know, I mean, he's a quote unquote like a bookworm. You know, he's one of those guys, like, he's behind the scenes and all that. You know, but then, like, when he slowly begins to see combat, you know, like in real time, you know, he slowly learns, and well, literally, he does
I can never
become
remember the name. What is it called again?
live, die, repeat. But it's also Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of
Edge
Tomorrow.
of Tomorrow.
Look at this.
Tomorrow. And now,
Edge of Tomorrow.
did you ever see Vanilla Sky?
Pudgy swear to the movie Fruiting Goods. Oh,
I have.
You did see Vanilla Sky.
right. Mirror is a parallel universe.
Because when Edge of Time came
Yes.
out, I made an observation to a writer friend of mine, and I said, you know, this Edge movie could be a sequel to Vanilla Sky, conceptual.
I never thought about that. Holy crap!
Well,
That's a deep view.
Well, it's just they're both Tom Cruise, so there's a connection there. But,
but it makes sense. I see it now. Now that you say that, holy crap!
Yeah. And then was it Pop Culture Curator? Is that it? Says, has anyone seen Summertime Machine Blues? I have never even heard. I've seen Hot Tub Time Machine, which is a time travel movie.
Yes, Hot Tub
I
Time.
saw
Hot Tub Machine.
Time Machine, and I saw the sequel as well.
I've not seen either of those.
I like the
I
first
don't know
one.
if I can recommend them, but
Yeah, well,
I just like looking at John Cusack.
Maybe Hot Tub wasn't Academy Award-winning material, but from what I've read
First
about
one's
it.
good. I wasn't.
Sometimes you just
Yeah.
want to have fun. Well, you know,
Well,
Bill
it's
and
probably
Ted. I
Yeah,
thought Bill
no.
and
If
Ted's
you turn
Excellent
your brain
Adventure was
off,
a time travel film for you,
popcorn movie, I guess.
and
Yeah.
that was super.
turn your brain off for the second one. Yeah, okay. I like the first one, but like the second one was like, eh.
Well, the first one was pretty ridiculous too.
Well, usually the
Oh yeah,
usually the
yeah,
sequels
absolutely.
kind of
You know.
suck.
Bill and Ted. God, Bill and Ted was insane.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's fun. So
Well,
much
yeah,
fun.
but I mean, you expect that from the start. You see that in the commercial, you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna, you know. But it, you know, well, let's face it, like especially the second one, like Bogus Journey, like when they meet death, holy cow, you know. Ah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the best. Yeah, that particular
Oh yeah, no,
actor, William Sanderson,
Sadler.
Sadler. Thank you, Sadler. Yeah, he's the best. He's so good. Love him in everything.
You know, he was the baddie in Die Harder.
I am not the biggest fan of that kind of film. So while I saw Die Hard, I haven't seen the sequels.
I liked them.
You should think about it. You know, like Die Hard and Die Hard
To
with a
each their
Vengeance.
own. To each their own.
I mean,
I did like the second one.
I
All
get
the
it, but like,
like,
no, I mean, like, honestly, like, Die Harder. You know, like, oh, here's another thing too is like, Die Harder, like the 1990 film. It was one of those movies that like pushed the envelope in terms of like, well, let's kill all these goddamn people and see if we can make the character the main character become a better person because of it. You know, like, yeah, no, like, honestly, like, they kill a whole plane load of people, including the pilot, which happens to be what's his name from Star Trek TNG. Frick. I can't think of his name, but like he was the teleporter guy,
Huh.
and he also appeared on Deep
Teleporter
Space.
guy.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, the Deep Space Nine guy. You know, like they reincarnated him on.
Are you reincarnate? What? Are you talking about the guy who?
Well, they didn't reincarnate him. Sorry, like they brought him over from TNG to Deep Space Nine.
You're not talking about the guy that played Water
Are you talking about Miles of Chief O'Brien or talking about someone else?
Yeah, O'Brien, Chief O'Brien. That's him. That's him.
He was a pilot.
Okay. Yeah, he was a pilot. Yeah, he was a pilot on Die Harder. You know, like, and he was well, let's face it, the baddie on Die Hard 2. He he changed the what do you call it? He changed the depth. You know, well, this comes down to like depending on computers, but he changed the depth of the main. He changed the depth of the actual of Earth, and as a result, they wound up landing on Earth 200 meters more than they were supposed to, and that's again, well,
I can
it wound
mention
up
a time travel movie that really affected me profoundly.
right.
But it was Arrival. And
yes, yeah.
It's sort of unsettling. It's it's very poignant and sad, but really it stuck with me. I thought about it for weeks and weeks afterward.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Die Hard 2 killed an entire plane load of people, and like in 1990. Now that I think about it, I look back on it, like it wasn't just Die Hard, but like it was also like RoboCop 2. They killed so many people in that movie. You know,
A
I'm
lot
like,
of collateral damage.
Well, that
yes,
was
yeah,
back.
exactly, collateral damage. There are so many people like collateral damage. Like, wow, you know, it
Yeah, well, that
was.
was back in the days before the Twin Towers, right? So you can't really do the whole terrorist thing much anymore, can you?
Yeah, exactly. You know, like
You
they don't
can,
do
but
that anymore.
you're not supposed to say a certain
Yeah,
group,
it's
though.
too close to reality, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I like the first Die Hard movie though. I thought it was a popcorn movie, but it was a lot of fun.
I like
I
the
didn't
one
mind
where
it.
it has a girl playing his daughter and she gets kidnapped, and also one when he's fighting bad guys with his son. I like those. Like, it didn't get good reviews, but I liked them.
I'm mixed on those. Like, you know, where he has the. I didn't mind his daughter, but like, I fucking hated the one with his son. Ugh.
I think the one with his daughter is better, and I think Justin Long helped make that happen. I think he
Yeah,
was
yeah, yes,
in
yes,
addition to
agreed.
Rudy.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, the second one, for some reason, I just don't dig the second one. I never could get around it for some reason.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
I mean, I don't hate them, but it's just like, if I had to pick, it would not be the second one. But, Jeremy
Yeah,
Irons, his thing was good. Like, all the rest of them I liked.
I mean, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. You know, I mean, like, you know, I didn't hate, you know, I mean, I didn't hate them, but they're not my favorites. You know,
Well, that's fair.
you know,
It
honestly,
still
yeah.
did what it
Sorry.
could to live up to the action, and I appreciate
Thank you
Uh,
for
Yeah.
that.
Bucky's comment is good.
it.
Thank you for that, Budgie.
Always love that yippee ki line. That was
Oh,
always
Hedgehog,
hilarious.
you're adorable.
Oh, that's seriously a classic. Yes,
Bruce
actually.
Willis was really good in that film, actually. Like, I'm not the biggest Bruce Willis fan in the world, but I thought he did a solid performance.
He
in the
really
first
did find
Die
his
Hard.
place in those movies. He really did.
Yeah,
I
he
think
was
Oh,
he
good.
had
absolutely.
something to
Like,
prove
he's been in a few other
in
things,
that
but you
one.
almost don't remember that. And you
Wasn't
almost
that
don't
his
Absolutely.
first
remember
lead
Hudson Hawk.
in a film?
Oh yeah, Hudson Hawk.
And that
Yes.
shit was funny, but it's weird seeing him be funny when you've seen him be an action star. It's like, that's fucking weird.
Again, another thing too, like Deadpool. You know, like he sits there and he actually looks at the camera. He's like, hey, you know, like, you know, and he talks to you, the audience.
Right?
Breaking
You
the
know?
fourth wall, so
The
to
fourth
speak.
wall
Yeah.
break inside of a fourth wall break. That's like 16 walls.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
I really liked the first
I love that
Deadpool
shit.
movies. They were pretty awesome, I thought, especially the second one with what's his name playing Cable.
I forget his name, but he's the guy from the Goonies. That's all I know.
Oh, he was so good in that.
I don't know why I forgot his name. I feel like a total twat.
Yeah, he's like totally famous
If
actor.
I had multiple choice, I'd get it. But offhand, it's just like my Rolodex is not finding it.
Yeah. Well, 2018. Let me take a look here.
Has it been that long
Hey, see-
already? God.
Hey, does anybody remember Cuffs?
Josh
Chris-
Brolin.
Oh, Josh, bro, are you talking about Christian Slater?
Yes, yes.
I've heard of it. I don't think I've seen it, but I have heard of it.
If you see it,
Slater right off tells me I'm old.
if you see it, pick it up. 100%. Like Cuffs, Christian Slater in 1991.
Wow,
You know,
that's a while
also
ago.
because also like if you find it, it's also it stars up. I'm not kidding. A 15-year-old. That's right. She was below the age. A 15-year-old Mila Jovovich.
Really?
Oh, give me a minute. My brain's shutting. Dazed and Confused. Dazed and Confused. She's like what? She looks like she's like 17 there.
Oh yes, yep. You're absolutely right. But I mean, like, wow, no kidding. She was 15 years old. Her parents had to sign her off.
I don't know if I want to see a movie that has a 15-year-old that had to be signed off with their parents. Like,
It's only the
feisty.
It's only the first 2 minutes. That's all. Like she's dancing in like she's dancing in her panties and
And I'm going to say
Ew.
night
If I
now.
had known she was
So
15, I would have been
I'll
okay with
see
it. But
everything
now that I
later.
know
Thank
she
you,
was
Dalek, for the live stream.
Oh, you have to go,
What?
Tiger Stripes?
I'm falling over. And I've had a hard last 65 hours.
Tiger.
Wow, that's a
So,
lot of hours.
yeah.
Well, have a good night there, Tiger Stripes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good
All
night,
right.
y'all.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah.
Tiger Stripes.
Thanks.
Good to see you.
Bye-bye.
Wow.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much for coming
All right.
on.
And
Well, I
then
must say
number
the
4.
movie's ruined for me now because, like, I
Yeah,
would just look at the
I
movie
don't
like
wanna
at
see
face
it.
value, but knowing that she was
Yeah.
15 when that was filmed, I can't watch that in good
Yeah, I
conscience.
don't want to see an underage girl dancing in her panties.
Yeah,
That's kind
I
of
feel a
creepy.
little gross about that.
That's
Ugh.
kind of creepy.
Eek. Like, I look at movies and I try not to look too deep into it and, just kind of enjoy it at face value, but that's just like,
I'm not
boom,
going to
gone.
say anything. I'm not going to say anything on that.
Her parents must have.
All
What
right.
were they thinking? What were they thinking signing off on that being okay?
Oh, the
Like,
same thing a lot of parents do. Hey, you're going to bring us money.
yeah. I guess
It's
that's
like,
probably
ew.
it, isn't it? Mm.
Like, your daughter's for sale? That's gross.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
All right.
My daughter's
Yeah.
15, man. They'd have to fight me to the death, bro.
I get it.
Like,
Yeah.
nope. My daughter would be covered head to toe, and we're not doing it, bro. Man, these people will pimp out their kids for some crazy shit.
Yeah,
Right.
that's sad.
God.
For a long, like I was offered a chance in a movie when I was a kid, and for like most of my life I didn't know anything about the movie. My mom said it was just not appropriate, and she did not want me to go the way of like Hollywood kids and acting and stuff like that. Then I found out what movie it was, and I was like, ew, that might not, yeah, ew. Angel Heart.
Not a good film.
Angel Heart.
Oh, was that what was
Yeah, it was filmed in New Orleans, and that's where I lived at the time.
Trying to think of the star. What was his name?
Oh, the guy who got his face all fucked up. Yeah.
Was that the guy that was in The Wrestler?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The one who's had like 20 plastic surgeries and he looks weird as fuck.
He's had kind of a rough life.
Yeah, 9.5 weeks guy.
Yeah, I like The Wrestler though. I thought The Wrestler was actually a pretty good film.
Seen it, but
it's actually really good.
Huh.
He gives a really great performance in it. Actually, he's actually a good actor when he has decent material to work with.
But his face is just peculiar as fuck.
Oh yeah,
I remember what it looked like back in the 90s. So I'm like,
it worked. It worked in The Wrestler though because he was like a wrestler and he'd been punched in the face so many times.
It worked for The Wrestler.
It made sense, right?
His face looks like it's been beat up a little bit.
Exactly,
I'm not
but
even
it was pretty good because he was actually a very sympathetic character trying to. His life was kind of screwed up, and I think he had a daughter that he was kind of estranged from, and he was trying to reconnect with her, and put his life back together, so to speak. And it was actually quite a touching.
Mickey Rourke. Thank you, Captain Finity.
Mickey Rourke. Yes, he was.
I knew he was in 9.5 weeks and all this other stuff. My
brain really? Yeah, no, yeah. Mickey Rourke. Yeah,
he's done some good films over the years. I got to give him a little bit of respect, right? So, The Wrestler is a really good film.
I think okay. I think I gotta say goodnight to Pudgy here.
Pudgy the Hedgehog.
Hey, Pudgy. Yep. Good night, brother.
Purr. He's a cute little creature.
Yeah, Jill says goodnight, Pudgy. Man, Tiger Stripes is a really great co-host, but for my streaming style also.
Yes.
Is she?
Yes. Her and Moises are very nice. Of course, everybody on here is very nice.
Yeah.
I like the way BK Dan was being encouraging to you and reaffirming. Like when you would ask something, he'd be like, "Hey, it's your channel. Don't forget that." And I'm like, "See, that's a good affirmation to give somebody." Yes.
Yeah.
I think that is something I do need reminding of because I think maybe I try and like try and give myself a little maybe just a little too much to my viewers when I do that.
There's nothing wrong with that. You just got to find out a good balance that works for you. Where you can be nice to people, but still have your boundaries.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be not. Well, it's like I was watching Doomcock before I came on here, right? And, he's nice, but if some troll comes on his channel and starts, making problems,
you don't have to put up with that.
Yeah, he's got no regrets about getting the wrenches to boot them, boot their butt off. So
exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
it's like if you want to be nice, if you want to be civil, if you want to have fun, you're welcome. And if you don't, well, do something else.
Yeah, I know
You
what you mean. I mean, I
Yeah,
think,
boundaries are not just about other people respecting you; it's about you respecting you.
It's about mutual respect for
Yes,
everybody, I think.
yeah,
exactly. Captain Infinity agrees as well.
Awesome.
yeah, I
I'm
remember.
watching the
I
chat,
remember
but
something. I
cool.
remember this reminded me of something that happened during one of Doomcock's
Uh,
once during one of his members streams. That someone is like, it was like he was doing the stream and then suddenly just paused and they said, and he went and he went, whoops! I got it. I'll just get rid of this punk.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
pop culture.
He went,
yeah, it doesn't happen very often, but every once in a while, somebody will just get too crazy, and they'll just be posting garbage, and Doomcock will
yeah,
boot them up eventually.
yeah. Become an idiot. Yes.
Well, trolls are a pain. I mean, let's face it. I mean, nobody likes a troll,
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
yeah, I've definitely had. I think I've definitely had at least a few people like that, and I've had bots in my chat several times.
Oh, the damn bots! They're everywhere, aren't they? It's like
yeah,
it's crazy.
yeah.
And how
Say
about
that
that
one.
that scam thing going around where they want you to
Surprised it's
text
been.
them?
I'm surprised this stream's been. I'm surprised at this point. This stream's been going this long, and I haven't had any bots yet.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, that's good.
Usually, I
I've seen
would
a
have.
few.
Usually, I would have had them by now.
Yeah,
No,
I've
that's a
seen a
good sign.
few. I've seen a few of your gaming streams, Dalek, but like, well, again, I had no time. Like, I'm like working, like, but I mean, like, just so you know, like, I
I
did
know.
a
Yeah,
drive by, like, like, I didn't have time, but like, I sat there and like, like, okay, I'll throw you a like.
yeah, those. Yeah, I
Well,
know. Those, yeah,
well, to try and help the stream.
right. Those streams are.
Yeah,
I know I did those very randomly. Those game streams.
yeah. Hey, you have
I
a
mean,
PS?
I would like to. I would like in the future. I would like to try and do something a little more structured. Like this, like I had this idea for like a weekly show I could do.
You mean like pick a topic or something, Dalek?
Well,
Yeah.
no, well, I was. Well, actually, I had this. I had this idea for something like you know how Jill does her Star Trek streams every week. Why
Right.
don't you
Well,
start
I was on her Friday stream earlier today because Scotty couldn't show up, so I kind of had to,
Oh,
hold the
nice.
fort, so to speak, because Jill would have been on there by herself if I hadn't gone on, right? And it actually worked out really well, even though she didn't have any time to prepare, and she was having one of those kind of crazy days, right? But it worked out well,
right?
you know. And we had the only theme we had was the Run Lola Run movie to talk about, the time loop thing because she picked that one because it was the day after Groundhog Day, so it made perfect sense, really. So it actually worked out really well. And then we got Captain Infinity and other people coming in later, so it was
Yeah,
all good.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's the thing. You could either pick a topic and run with that, or even if you just want to do like Jill does her shore leaves, which are basically free form type of streams, that can work okay too. As long as you have a good
nice.
panel.
Yeah,
You know,
Well, free form, open panel kind of thing. That's huge. That's what most of my streams are. That's kind of what this one is.
right,
yeah.
right. Yeah, well,
Hey,
I didn't
Dalek.
even know you were going to be on. I did my laundry and I brought my laundry up from the dryer and I was like,
Ha,
well, let's see what's
ha.
on YouTube. And it's like, hey, it's a live stream. That's fun. So yeah, here I
Hey,
am,
hey, Dalek. Have you finished Shadow of the Colossus?
What? Sh-
I'm sorry.
Shadow of
Like,
Shadow of the Colossus.
yeah.
I don't think I've heard of that.
I have no. I'm sorry. I have no idea what that is.
Is that a film?
Really? Really? Oh my God.
I've
Do you have a
never heard of it
PlayStation?
either.
I have
Okay.
a
Oh, it's a
PS.
game.
I have a
Yes.
PlayStation. I have a PlayStation 4.
Oh my God, brother! You must grab this game, Shadow of the Colossus, because like here's the thing.
Is this on PS5?
No, yes, but it's also on PS4.
Right.
It is a fantastic game. What you need to do
Because
here,
almost none of the games on PS5 are exclusive to it yet, are there? Are they? 'Cause-
no, this is PlayStation exclusive. I can't speak, but yeah, no, like um, Shadow of the Colossus. Like here's the plot. Basically, well, your love has died, and like you learn that like by uh, killing these colossi, 15 of them, yes, 15, you learn to manage to bring her to back to life, so
Hmm.
so you have to kill every 15 of these colossi, and like these are well, let's face it, you're you're one floor big, and like each one of these colossi, well, they're at least 15 floors huge, and you have to kill these bastards. You know, but like here's the other thing too. Like, this is why I love that. Like there's a bit of philosophy too. Which is like you kill these giant monsters, but like these monsters are these monsters are like, why are you trying to kill me? Like it makes it wow. Like as I said, like philosophical.
Right.
But
So you're
yeah,
killing to bring your love back to you.
yes. But at the same
Interesting
time, like
concept.
yeah, but like every like every colossi that you kill, like you can kind of feel it. Like the monsters are kind of like, why did you kill me? You know, like it's
Interesting.
fucking amazing. Like it's just it tells you like the things behind like Japanese gaming.
Hmm. Yeah, sadly, I don't really play much. I never got into gaming because I was a little too old when the whole gaming thing. I was in college by the time the whole gaming thing exploded back in the late
Yeah,
'80s, I
I
guess
get
it
you.
was.
Yeah,
So yeah, I remember playing gaming, like going to the local bar and like getting a beer and like playing Galaga or those
yeah.
kind of games on the big stand-up machines. You put a quarter in, and that's kind of
No,
my
you're right.
experience.
Yeah,
You know.
Hi, guys.
yeah,
Hi, Moses.
Hey, hello.
Hey.
yeah.
Also, hello,
Hey,
more kitty.
I
Meow
do
meow
enjoy Fortnite
noises
though.
and hugs.
Fortnite's fun.
Hugs and pets.
Oh, hey, PvP. Yeah, good to see you, brother.
Yeah, nice to see you. Oh, that's why I live my life on the
So,
internet. It seems
guys.
here.
So, guys, I did hear you're having some kind of chat.
Seems like it.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
Uh,
well,
somewhat.
yeah.
Yes.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, we're just all hanging out, having fun.
hmm Although, I actually did mention in the
Yeah.
comments that I did made myself a Big Mac.
Yeah, yes, you did. He says here, I made a Big Mac at home. Yeah, which I'm guess, which I'm guessing will probably gonna be a lot better than an actual Big Mac straight from McDonald's.
Tiny Mac.
tiny Mac.
Well, to say at least, although McDonald's Big Mac kind of looks like it did actually show the Big Mac in the picture, but when you got it on real life, it looks like a regular burger, and the meat is small.
It looks, yeah. I mean, all the times I went to McDonald's, I never ordered a Big Mac. It was always just just a regular cheeseburger.
No, me too.
Yeah, I agree with you. Although I did actually make myself a Big Mac at home by heading over to the grocery store and pick up some of the ingredients for it. I even got myself a Big Mac from the 99-cent store.
Yeah.
Right. And how did it go?
It really went well. I did compare it to the McDonald's Big Mac I got at McDonald's. Kind of just say that my own version of the Big Mac is superior than what Ronald has.
I'm not surprised by that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't eaten McDonald's in years.
Pops,
I usually just go to Burger King because they seem to have a lot of sales on where the burgers are cheaper.
Pops says big.
I actually find they're probably the McDonald's here is not too great anyway, so I just usually go to Burger King if I don't do that very often though.
Pops says Big Mac is nasty.
Yeah, I was never a big McDonald's fan really.
Yeah, no, me neither.
My version of Big Mac is good.
I've never had it.
Fast food used to be great like years ago, right? Like, a long time ago, but it's kind of crap now, really,
No,
like you don't get much for your money these days.
These days I don't go. If I want a burger, I don't go to fast food places.
I'd rather just make my own.
McDonald's or Burger King. Either I have one of the ones that my mom has homemade, or I go to a pub for a proper burger.
Yep, pub burgers are probably
go to a
better.
pub. Really?
Pub burgers can be really good if you got a good cook.
I'm not trying to diss it. I was like, wow, really? You go to a pub?
I've eaten great pub burgers over the years. It depends, I guess.
Wow.
On how good the
I love going to pubs. I love pub food.
I'm sorry. Wow. That's no. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. That's fucking awesome. I was just like, wow. We don't do that here in Canada. It's like, wow. I mean,
my part of Canada.
That's fantastic. I wish I could go to a pub.
This is the UK. This is Britain. This is the UK. Pubs are part of the fabric of Britain. Of course,
that is goddamn awesome. That is goddamn awesome.
We don't have
wow.
In the States. Well, we don't have pubs in the States.
You guys rock.
We've got at least
wow.
We've got at least. Rod, we've got at least 2 local pubs in walking distance of this house.
There must be like tens of thousands of pubs in England, right?
Technically.
Again, like
you must have pubs everywhere.
There's pubs pretty much everywhere.
I gotta do it.
That is fucking awesome. Like what?
Go to almost any village or any city in the UK. You'll find at least a dozen pubs in in city centers.
Man, that's some serious drinking happening there.
Japan has vending machines. The US has McDonald's and also and UK has pubs.
The UK has pubs, loads of them.
Honestly,
pub is kind of a keystone of UK culture, isn't it?
It is absolutely.
Honest to Christ, there is nothing here in Canada. Like if you go to a pub here in Canada, like you might get you can ask for a burger, yes, but like it's not anywhere near to the extent that like a prepared burger would be in the UK. I'm saying this, I can tell right now. Like it is fucking.
I do think it depends where
abysmal.
you are, Rod. Because here in BC, I've eaten some great burgers at pubs.
Uh,
I mean, where are you?
no,
You're like in Ontario or something, or
Alberta.
If
Alberta?
you want
Okay,
to,
well, you're right next door
if
then.
you want to go to,
I
if
guess
you
it
want to,
depends where you are, but
the,
here
the
where I
UK
live,
is
there's
the
some good pubs, man.
look. Simply put, the UK is the home of the
Honestly,
pub.
no, we suck. I'm a truck driver. We suck. I've been to Calgary. I've been to Edmonton. Like, I've been to Fort McMurray. No,
I
we
haven't been to
suck.
Alberta in years. Oh gosh, sounds like you got bad food out there, right?
We do. We do.
I haven't been to a pub in ages, though, so maybe it's all crap here now too, for all I know.
That's
It
no.
used to be great though. I mean, they used to get like they'd have a full menu, and you could get like burgers or fish and chips or
Yeah.
French fries or whatever the hell you wanted. It was great,
Mhm.
But that's
Fish
Yeah.
and chips is always my thing. Yeah.
oh, I love fish and chips. The trouble is
Yeah.
the cost of it now. Like Jesus, but I got a fish and chip restaurant actually just half a block away from where I live, and I can
Yeah.
imagine you'd probably have to sell your right arm to place an order with the price of everything these days, right?
Yes, exactly.
Everything's so bloody expensive. I saw a bag of potatoes, 10 pounds. They wanted $9.99 for it.
Well,
That's like
yeah.
shocking. I never thought I'd see
Yeah.
prices like that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Something used to be like $5, and like now it's like at least
Well, yeah,
double that.
it's like mushroom soup.
Wow.
I used to buy a pack of 12, Campbell's mushroom soups for like $5.99, and now they want like $12, $13 for the same thing. It's crazy.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
You got to learn to quit eating.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway,
Guys, if anyone's actually seen anime,
Catch Infinity says, over here they invented the idea. The fish and chip shop says beer. Beer!
sounds good to me.
Wow.
so as I'm saying, so if anyone has seen anime recently, I
I adore fish and chips. Absolutely adore it.
I
Yeah, I
did
need
see
to-
Oh,
I
nice.
did see an
Yeah.
anime called Hitalia.
Oh yeah.
I'm not familiar with anime at all. Really.
Oh yeah, Hitalia. I've never.
I keep hearing anime is awesome, but I've
But
just
nobody's
never gone
talking?
around to
Yeah.
checking it out. Anyway, I'm going to be.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a minute,
Nowhere
guys.
near.
Just a minute.
Nowhere near enough people. Sadly, nowhere near enough people talk about anime.
Oh.
Yeah, we're actually kind of a bit cultured and. I mean, like
Hey.
I've actually had Litron anime.
Hey, who's seen The Wind Rises?
The Wind
Nobody?
Rises. The Studio Ghibli film, The Wind Rises.
Yeah. Nobody. Really?
Wasn't that the? Is that film about that? Isn't that film about that guy in this like around the First or Second World War who invents planes?
Yes.
Although I did hear the anime really good. However,
Nobody saw it? Really?
Watching
this is sadly coming from someone who absolutely loves Studio Ghibli movies. I've never really seen The Wind Rises. I've seen
Brother,
Laputa
you need to see it.
I've seen Laputa Cast in the Sky. I've seen My Neighbor Totoro. I've seen
Really? Because they have that. My neighbor Totoro. Well, really? You need to see the Wind Rises. Fuck. Just you know what? It's also a limited release movie as well under what do you call it? Steven Spielberg. Fuck. What is it again? Like. But yeah, no, like The Wind Rises. It's a good fucking movie. Like again, no, you're right. Like it's a guy like he said.
All right, I get it. It's a missing it's a gap in my knowledge on Studio Ghibli movies because I've never really I know of it. I know basically know the story, but I've never actually really watched it, which is a shame. I know, considering how
Yes.
I will praise
Yes.
a Studio Ghibli movies to high heaven and back.
No, we're talking Studio Ghibli.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
I love those films. Man, those are great films.
Oh,
They're
fantastic
so
movies.
good. I mean, what's his name?
That's what-
Hayao Miyazaki.
Hayao
Hayao
Miyazaki.
Miyazaki.
Yeah, I have a terrible time pronouncing these names. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
so many great. I think I've seen probably at least half a dozen of their films, and they're amazing.
Oh, they
But
are.
the quality of the
Absolutely.
animation is just mind-boggling, and the stories
It
are
is.
fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey,
My favorite.
hey, you know what? You woke
my
up on.
my all-time favorite, not just my favorite Ghibli movie. One of my all-time favorite anime movies ever is Spirited Away. It is.
oh, that's a great film.
It is. It is perfection.
Spirited Away. Yes. Yeah.
It is a
I've
perfect
seen
movie.
Spirited Away, but I thought I'd finish it.
I know.
It was the first. That was the first Ghibli movie I ever saw. Spirited Away.
Yeah,
I know it sounds funny, but I'm sorry, guys.
Also, never got along with movies like I never got around with anime.
You're kind of crackling
And you
there,
got-
Moises.
And you got your cat back, Rod.
Your mic's crackling a bit.
I'm sorry. I only brought that my alley cat because she was sleeping, but like as soon as we said Studio Ghibli, and like as soon as said like she sat there and she woke up because she's watched. No, she wants the wind rises with me, and like my kitty, like wow. She recognizes it. Like that's just what I want to say. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen Castle in the Sky, Grave of the Fireflies, My Neighbor Totoro, Porco Rosso.
Oh yeah, my neighbor Totoro. Yes, I got that too.
Princess Mononoke, that's an incredible film. And of
yeah.
course, Spirit Away, Howl's Moving Castle. I mean, yeah, these are all fantastic movies.
What about Castle of Cagliostro?
Oh yeah, Castle in the Sky.
No, not Castle in the Sky. Castle of Cagliostro.
I have not seen that one. There's so many though. I mean, they've got.
It is.
Tons of
That
movies
is such. That is such a fun movie, Castle of Cagliostro. Go and watch that film.
Okay, I'm trying to find.
Oh
it.
wow!
Have you ever heard of Lupin the Third?
I have not actually.
Oh, is that the guy who's a robber?
Wow, really?
No way.
That's not the Monty Python sketch where the guy's stealing lupins.
Technically, that film is it has Lupin the Third, Lupin as the main character, and technically it's not really a Ghibli film because I think it was before the days of Ghibli, but it is a Miyazaki film.
Oh, he's great. Miyazaki's a genius. I think he's a brilliant filmmaker.
Absolutely, 100% agree. Yes.
Yeah, I haven't watched those movies in ages. I need to watch those again sometime.
If you want a really good, if you really want a really a good animated movie, which is just a really wild, fun time, go watch Castle of Cagliostro.
And that is the Studio Ghibli. I'm looking here on the list of films they've made, and I'm not seeing it for some weird reason.
I'm actually.
I just explained that it's not technically it's not a Ghibli film,
Oh,
but it is,
so it's
but it
before
was done by
1986
Miyazaki.
then. Because the first film listed here is 1986, so it's earlier than that, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I was kind of creeped out with the fact that
quiet about the conversation about Studio Ghibli.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's, and if anyone's anyone out there has not seen My Neighbor Totoro, and you want something really sweet, adorable, and wholesome to sit down with your family to watch,
it is a sweet, fun film. It's a real family-friendly kind of film, isn't it?
It's
a lovely little film. Yeah, I adore that
film. It's an adorable movie, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, they're great films. They really are. You know, the one that really, bugged me the most, though, in a way, was Grave of the Fireflies. It's like, man, that was really deep. It's like
Oh,
that was really tragic. That film just, broke my heart watching
it's an
that. Right?
that's what I call that movie is what I call an emotional gut punch. It really is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just was destroyed watching that because it was so bloody sad.
You
I'm
know
thinking,
what?
man, this is an animated movie and it's just killing me watching it. It's so good. It's so
Guys,
sad.
You know what?
Yes, Moises.
guys, I was about how I actually did watch Hatali again, and how I just watched Cowboy Bebop again. Here we are talking about Studio Ghibli, which is also another anime territory I have not
Yeah.
been.
Have you never seen any of the Studio Ghibli movies, Moises?
Well, except one that's Spirit Away, but I bits of it and just never watch it again.
You want to
only
know something?
you only watched Spirited Away once and never watched it again? Oh.
What?
No, but,
You're missing a lot of great films. You're missing a lot of great films.
Oh my god.
wait, I think that's wasn't even
Guys?
Spirited Away.
And the
Some kind of
animation
Studio
is
Ghibli
incredibly
film that
high quality
that
too.
involves World War.
Guys?
That involves Japan. That involves Japan after the bombing of Hiroshima.
Well, that's Grave
Right.
of the Fireflies, Moises. That's what we were just
Guys?
talking
And Nagasaki.
Yeah, I think that's great for the Fireflies.
about. Yes, Rod?
Yeah. Have you okay. Who's you know what? It's a fucking G-rated movie. You can see the like who's seen Ponyo? Ponyo?
Although
I've seen Ponyo.
Although you may actually just know that Grave of the Fireflies is some kind of gut punch movie to you, but what really actually made me feel sorry about the Japanese after the bombings was the original Godzilla film.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, no. See, Ponyo was a really fucking gut punch to me because, like, don't get me wrong, I fucking love the movie. I did. But, like, I had me and a friend, we went to a store that was, it had like a, what do you call it? Captain America, figurines and whatnot, and well, basically it was a pop culture type of stuff that, I went in there and also I turn and I see a good friend that I have not seen since fucking high school. Like, hey, Darren, blah blah blah. We sat there and then we were fucking talking for ever, And then all of a sudden, I walk out of the store. I see my friend. Like, hey man, how you doing? Like, yeah. And we went into a neighboring store, which is and it shows the neighboring store had what do you call it I'm sorry, pop culture, a really really good old movies and whatnot. Hey, yeah, but it wasn't until we get to the car, my friend said to me, he said, "Hey, I saw that when you were in the pop culture, and you were talking to some guy." I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, fine, but it was the fact that there was. He said too, there was a girl, a lady. She walked in. and she saw that you were talking to somebody, and like he saw that, he said that she hid behind the door, and I was like, what, really? And he's like, yeah, no, like she hid behind the door until you and the guy were done talking. And I was like, really? You know, and then he said that, yeah, no, like, when you guys are done, like you went back into the store, and she went and talked to the guy. She kissed him on the lips, and like they left. And I'm like, honest to Christ, I'm like, really? You really needed? Honestly, I was like, you really need? It's not his fault, but like, I was like, did you really need to tell me that? Because, well, let's face it, she was, ever since I met her, like she was my well, my kindergarten crush. And like, she later, as I grew up and like we went on through high school and everything, you know she wound up marrying this guy that I kind of knew, because like, well, let's face it, that's how small towns, work, and she wound up marrying this guy, and I want, I mean, I moved on, like long after, like in my junior high school, like I had, like, well, different crushes and whatnot, but like the point is like you never forget your first crush, and like, wow, it's just
Well,
like
guys, I'm actually gonna go. I think I'm actually going to turn in for the night because I kind of feel like I'm gonna need to get some sleep.
Sorry.
Well, I just need to, I was actually I didn't want to interrupt you, Rob. I had to.
No, that's all right.
There's a couple of people want to say hello to in the chat. Hello to more Murder Hornet Returns. Thank you for coming in, and hello to Sean Carter, who wishes you happy birthday, Rod.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother.
And he says
appreciate it.
And also at the same time, wish him a good night. So he's going to sleep, folks. So yeah, good night, Sean Carter.
Night.
Well, it seems like everybody. Well, it seems like everybody's nearing their limits.
Yeah.
And this stream is also. And this stream is also approaching 3 hours, which is usually my limit.
Yep.
Yeah, I could probably get
on this
some sleep
channel.
soon.
So
I understand. Yeah.
And
no worries, brother.
And all I want to talk about Hitalia, but I'm guessing this stream's taken up because of Rod's stories.
Sorry.
Well, what did you want to say about Hitalia, Moises?
Well, you had to say it like that before, Rod.
Well, as for Hitalia, it is kind of a great mini anime. Although it's actually like an anime, but it has.
I need to check out Hitalia properly.
Yeah, you should watch cartoons online. It's actually about an anime series about anime characters that represents nations.
Yeah. It's like, isn't it like an anime about with all these different people who like they're like the embodiments of all these different countries.
Yeah.
So yes.
It's like all these different. There's one that there's this one that represents America, who's really big buff and big buff and cocky and something like that.
Well, no. Well, big book part, but the cocky, yes.
And then there's really and there's one who's really really flamboyant who's was the German one. Yeah, I need to probably
Well,
see Hitalia.
well, the German one is the big and buffy one.
And looks like
And very tall.
looks like Pop's on his way out. Yeah, good night, Pop. And sorry, but and unfortunately, he's complaining about your mic.
Yeah,
Yes, the
I'm kind of a
mic is
bit
pretty.
tired too.
I don't know. Look, everybody, I don't know what that problem is. Moses always whenever he goes into StreamYard, he always seems to have this problem. I don't know why.
He did something to it a while back, adjusted it, and it worked. I just don't know what he
Yeah,
did.
I'm kind of. Though I'm gonna need to head out. So,
Aww.
night,
Well,
everyone.
look. This stream I'll be ending this stream soon anyway, so maybe you can stay just another 5 minutes, Moises.
Come on, stay for the 3-hour mark.
I just hugged the kitty.
Yeah. You can do it, Moises. We believe in you.
The kitty.
Well, entirely up to you, brother.
He's trying to go for a good round number, and I respect that. The 2-hour mark, 3-hour mark.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't recognize that.
I'm going for the
3 hours is a good stream. You know,
I'm going for the 3-hour mark. Yes.
Go in the distance.
there you go. Yeah.
This is good. It's glad I got a new headset/mic a few months ago. Folks have said I sound much better. Well, I don't use it. I don't use when I'm doing this. I don't use a headset. I actually because I find those things really uncomfortable. I just have my
Yes.
I think it depends what headset you get. Like, I paid like $40 for this one. It's actually pretty comfy. Really, it's got nice ear cushions. It's pretty good.
Well, I use like a proper microphone, which is on a stand right next to my laptop.
Well, that's cool too. I mean, whatever works, right? You know, I just find I kind of like it all in one when I got the headset with the ears and the little microphone, so I can talk, and it's all like kind of compact and together. So
yeah,
it works for me.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I did have something like that from which I used to. I think it was an accessory for my old Xbox.
Oh, okay. So a gaming headset kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to put out the money for a separate microphone because those suckers can be kind of expensive, right? If you want to get a real good one.
Well, the microphone I've got, it served me well since I got it, but the only thing is I'm not too sure how much difference it actually made compared to, because before I got it, I was using like the tiny inbuilt mic that was built into the laptop itself, but since getting, I'm not entirely sure how much difference it made.
Oh, you sound fine. I mean, on the stream today, so I don't know if I ever heard any of your older streams before.
Bebop is still good.
I mean, the thing is, I got this mic for the purpose of live streaming, and unfortunately, I think you'd have to go back a long way to find me in any stream, not just on my channel, but on any stream at all, where where I didn't have this mic.
Oh, okay. So it's a while ago. Okay.
Yeah, quite a while ago.
Yeah, because I think I only discovered your channel like in the last year or so, actually, Dalek. Since I got to know Jill and Scotty and everybody, and they kind of introduced me to a lot of folks. So.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great community. I'm so glad that I found you guys because there's so many nice folks here. It's a lot of fun.
And we're almost at 3 hours. So
Just about that time. Yeah, I should probably get to bed soon myself, I guess. It's after midnight here
it's
now.
always fun. It's always at this point. The stream's winding down. Everyone's tired. Everyone's got other things they need to do. So and there it is, 3 hours.
Woo!
Hooray! Hooray! 3 hours. Kitty for celebration.
3 hours is a good time.
All right, everybody. I think I've hit that's the rule. If anyone who's a regular viewer of my channel knows the rule for my channel is 3 hours for live stream.
Yep.
I know
Yep.
3 hours. So, and
That's
everyone's
great. Yeah.
everyone's on kind of getting tired now. So I think
Yep.
I think
Yep.
I'm time to wrap things
Yeah.
up. So
Works
I'm
for
gonna
me.
do my little. I'm gonna do my.
Not
my
a
usual-
problem, brother. Let's call it. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, thank you to everyone who came in tonight, everyone in the chat, everyone on the panel. It was Edge of Time.
Thanks, man.
Edge of Time, it was first here. BK Dan, who came on the panel. Lemon Pie.
Much appreciated, brother.
Lovely Sherry, who was here earlier. Who else was here? Captain Infinity, who came on the panel briefly, but he had to leave because of internet problems. Moira Kitty, who's here on the panel. Angela Jill, Comet Relief Crusader, Racalis SG, Pudgy, of course. Can't forget Pudgy. I'll see you on Sunday, Pudgy, for Just Cuz over on King Dolphin.
Oh, cool.
It's
Good to see you then, brother.
Yeah, it's on Sunday.
Moises, who's here on the panel.
I'll look for you.
Yeah, you got quite a few people in the chat tonight.
And quite a few people. Coach Curator was here.
Geek Hero Bubba just popped in. I don't remember ever seeing them before.
Yeah, we'll see him.
Pleasant Picker CA is on the panel. Moira Key is on the panel. Rod Thunderheart. You didn't speak up in the chat, but you just popped right onto the panel.
Yeah.
I think Sean Carter, who was here briefly. Murder Hornet returns. I think that's and last but not least, Geek Hero Bubba, who got here just in time for the end.
You got a lot of Doomcock people, like.
Yeah, we kind of spilled in after DC ended his stream.
Hail Doomcock.
Well, I went down to get my clothes out of the dryer, and DC had ended by the time I got back, and then I thought, oh, well, that's done, so what else is going on? And then I noticed Dalek was on, so I thought, hey, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, no, honestly, he's a great guy. I love popping into his streams.
I enjoy Dalek streams, yeah. Totally awesome, yeah.
And I'm glad you all enjoy them because that's
fucking rock. Yes.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to bring make this a little at least some positivity into the world by doing
this.
We
gotta
awesome.
Try,
You do, brother. You do.
Yeah. Well, DC was talking about some of the negative stuff tonight with Disney and all that, so it's nice to have some positive stuff. Oh, I can't believe what Disney's doing. It's just nuts. Anyway.
Dalek, you rock. Just so you know.
Well, thank you very much, Rod, and it is always a pleasure having you on, sir.
Thank you.
I respect anybody that does live streams. Like I got to figure that out myself one of these days because I'd like to do some of these too, but I am still so much of a Luddite. I'm not sure about how to set it all up. So.
Not that. Well,
Hear you, brother.
Figure it out.
Hear you.
Well,
actually, pop culture.
if you want to live stream like this, have guests on and everything, StreamYard isn't that hard to work out.
Yeah, well, I was talking to Pop Culture, and he said he would kind of help me, set it up whenever we both have the time to, get together on here. So that's cool.
Right.
I'll figure it out
Yeah.
one of these days.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you'll get there eventually.
Yes,
Of course, I'm
exactly,
afraid
brother.
I'll go on a live stream and I'll be talking to myself, right? That's always the
That's
fear,
what
isn't
it
it?
is, brother.
It's like, is anybody going to show up, or
Who cares?
Well,
you're
you
trying
gotta
to say
start
something.
somewhere, right? Even if I don't get anybody in the first couple streams, it's like, what the hell? It'll be practice anyway.
You know what? That's the whole point. You're trying to say stuff. You know what? And if only a few people hear, that's fine.
I was so nervous when I did my very first live stream. I was so grateful that I reached out to a couple of people, and thanks to like good old Rennie A or whatever she's called now, she got some good people into my chat. I was so grateful to her for that, but it was so nerve-wracking.
Oh, I can imagine. I mean, I just think,
Dalek?
that's going to be really something to do that first stream. But I got people like Jill and Scotty, and I'm sure they'll put the word out if I do let them know that I'm going to actually do one of these someday.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm sure it'll all work out.
Dalek, I have to say too, like I really appreciate you streaming. So, even if it's just you and I, but I hear somebody, from the UK. I like fucking talking to you. It is fucking great. These little, let's face it, they're phone calls. But I like talking to you. So when you said that,
Well,
you
now
give
that
me
3 hours, it's time for me to go. So good night, everyone.
Yeah, night, Moises.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good one.
I'll talk to you on Discord later, Moises.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and
We'll
by
see
the
ya.
way, I've already sent in the Helialia link on your Teams.
Well,
right.
thanks for that, Moises.
Night.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there were 4.
No. Yeah. No, Dalek. I really appreciate being able to talk to. I mean, on the west side of Canada, and I like being able to talk to somebody way back in the UK. That is so goddamn cool.
That's one of the best things about YouTube. It's like I've been on. Well, I guess sometime later this month it'll be my 4th anniversary on YouTube. Amazingly.
Oh man,
and,
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I started out actually talking with folks in the United Kingdom because, I do a lot of, to supplement my job income, I do like eBay stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff on eBay, right? And I met a lot of resellers in the UK that do eBay as well. And I've been chatting with them over, the last 4 years. And that's how I kind of got into it. And then I found, you guys through Jill. And Jill's like a gateway, right? She's like, she knows everybody. I mean, she's awesome. And
Jill is a goddamn awesome. Wow, good for her.
Jill's a sweetie. I love Jill.
Amazing. Yes.
Yeah, she's cool. And then I met Scotty through Jill, and I've met everybody else, and it was like, this is such a great community. It's it's fantastic.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I've met some great, fantastic people doing this. I can say.
Yeah, there's great people on YouTube. It's like people who say that the internet is all negative stuff. It's like, well, they're not really exploring the positive stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of good stuff on here too.
Even the most negative places on the whole web, even Twitter, even that.
Yeah, I just signed up for Twitter.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but even Twitter has some things about it that are positive.
Yes, sadly, yeah. there are some positive aspects to Twitter. Yes, you're absolutely right, Dalek. You know, wow. Some of
Yeah,
the
I gotta
people
figure
that I have
Twitter out.
met,
I signed up
yeah,
for Twitter like 2 months ago because Jill and Scotty said it would be a good idea,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I get all these feeds from people I
I
don't
only
know
ever
now.
I only initially joined Twitter for two main reasons. One, I wanted to after after the
yeah,
ugliness, shall we say, I wanted to I joined Twitter to show my support to one to Doomcock, and two to like I use it to push my YouTube push this doing this to my
yes, yeah,
YouTube channel.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I haven't figured it out yet, but I will eventually. So
Anyway, I think I really it's okay. This just been going for an extra 10 minutes. I think it's
yeah,
really it's time
is
to
it
end
time?
it.
Okay, yeah, sure, brother.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
cool.
you want to cut it down here?
Anytime you want us to
And
leave, that's cool, Alec.
Comic Relief Crusader says, "Okay, I'm back." Well, you're back just in time for the end. Comic Relief Crusader.
Just in time to
Okay, yeah, sure,
back
man.
and leave.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
no, we can call it. You know, like, man.
I'm gonna call this here. So yeah, he says night. Comic Relief says night all. Hang on.
Yeah, just
Don't forget Clarkson's Farm next week, brother. Man, I can't wait. Honestly.
Yeah,
Yep.
it says yeah.
I'm sorry.
Night all.
I'm sorry.
Night, folks. All right. So anyway, yeah. Thank you everybody in the panel.
Yeah, you bet.
Everyone in the chat. This has been a
See you later,
great
brother.
stream, and it's been great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Getting back to doing this kind of stream
I'll try
after
to catch you. Yes.
weeks away
I'll see
from
you,
doing
brother.
this. And I wasn't expecting the great influx of people I got. So I hope
Oh, brother. That's
that was-
fucking awesome. Like, no, that's what's great
Yeah.
about streaming.
I think you got a lot of us coming in from Doomcock's channel, actually.
Yeah.
Yes,
Which was
I agree.
fine, right? That's great, you know.
I hope to have a stream like as good as this again soon. But
You're a good guy, brother.
Well, whenever you do it, we'll try and pop on.
Much appreciated. Yes, exactly. What he said.
but
I don't mind.
yeah.
I don't.
Anyway, is it time to go?
Anyway,
Yeah.
It is time to go. So
Okay.
for now,
Okay, man. Yep.
From the surface of Skaro, this is Dalek 451 signing off. I will see you all next time. Good, and I wish you all a very good morning, good evening, good night, or
Yeah,
good
you
afternoon,
too,
good night,
guys.
wherever you
You
are.
bet.
So,
See you, see you later, brother.
good day, good
Bye to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Yep.